Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the OK Show on a Monday. My name is Iceman.
Let him out to the south, Rod Rodriguez. What up?
Hello.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. You were just supposed to say Iceman here, and I was supposed to say Rod here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you have good memory, man. I was like the one suggesting it. I knew I was gonna forget it. Like I'm so guilty of that too. I'm terrible. I have like a memory of a goldfish. I wish I had the memory of an elephant. Memories never elephants never forget. But anyways, so yeah, welcome to the show. It's Monday. We're starting earlier than usual. Actually, this was our original time sched, and then we moved it to 9 o'clock. But Iceman's got obligations tomorrow. He has to be up early. So
Right.
yeah, so we have to
It's been about a month and a
before
half of long vacation, and I could sleep late. Well, that's my normal, sleeping time, like 2,
Yeah.
3 a.m. Even back
Yeah.
then in the Philippines. Then when I, moved here, it was quite like still after midnight, but it should be around at least 12 or 1.
Yeah.
Now it should be before 12, so that I
Yeah.
could, I'm feeling the age now. It's just like different.
Yeah.
Back in the day where,
Yeah.
it was just so easy to go on without sleep. Like
Dude,
we
I
could
got
go
you,
on
man.
for days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
could
we
go
could.
on
We
partying
could.
for days.
We
and
could. We could.
Not
We,
enough sleep,
were
and we're
like
fine.
we were like bunny rabbits back then, weren't we? Huh? You were like
Yeah.
Energizer
Yeah.
bunnies, you know? Yeah. We were always on full charge. And it's not like it seemed like there was always something to do back then. And I think the thing is, back then we had internet, but internet wasn't really like that big a world yet. Like the internet was like for the privileged few. We had internet because we had it at work. We had internet because it was necessary for research and all that stuff,
Mm.
right? And to communicate with our
I
with our
missed that
viewers.
time.
Our
I missed
listeners.
that time. But
But
then again, if we don't have internet now, like how we have the internet now, it would be difficult to talk to our loved ones on a daily basis, or to have this
absolutely,
right
absolutely,
now. What we're doing. But
absolutely.
pros and cons. But then I'd still miss those days. When
Yeah, me too.
people just
Me too.
talk, and
Me too.
now people are just on their phones, and it's
Me
just
too.
it's just sad, I think.
I was talking to my son about that too, because like we had phones back then. We had camera phones. We had a little bit of internet back then. Like the GPRS or whatever. Like I think you could like download like Java games or whatever, and but back then it wasn't like we didn't have like the whole world at our fingertips where you can have a data plan and you can literally like watch videos and all that stuff in high resolution. Back then we didn't have that kind of distraction. So back then it was like we just partied. So even though we didn't really have very much to do, we always found something to do because there was nothing else. So once you go home, you're done, right?
That's true. You go home, it's time to relax. It's time to just
That's
like
it.
sit
You're
down
done.
and
Yeah.
not do anything. Just
You're
look at
done.
the ceiling and just think
Yeah.
about something. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You were not on the laptop, like still interacting with people and still
Yes,
seeing what's going on in the
yes.
world. No, you're done. You're like you get home, you're done.
Sometimes you're just
So
on
you
the
had to.
sofa, laying low and just like, not thinking about anything, just staring at blank.
So you had to make the most of when you were out. That was it. Like you did not go home until you had everything done. It's like that's how we were back then. But tonight, I guess we're not talking about that specifically, but maybe we'll talk about that a little bit too, because we're talking about cravings, and
Yes.
that's actually a name of a restaurant in Manila. I remember that's near Salon Katipunan. I know it's like near Ateneo. I remember there was a Cravings there, and I just remember that Cravings because that particular branch I think was co-owned by Aramina, and Aramina, the actress, was a neighbor of my grandmother in Provident Village. Her and Christine Gonzalez, so they're like the same street. They're really close to my grandma and my uncle's there. So I remember my uncle telling me that okay, that restaurant is. I'm not sure if it's Cravings, but it is a restaurant. And correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, so going back to Cravings, what are we talking about exactly here? Not necessarily food, right?
Not necessarily food. Something that you crave for. Food is okay.
Okay. Okay.
Probably I don't know, cultural stuff, or things that you used to do back when you
To an
were, I don't know,
experience.
younger. Yeah.
An
Or
experience,
back from
right?
your old job, or back from, where you grew up in. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about those things. Basically, it's just about
Even a
cravings.
scent, right? Like a certain
Scent,
smell.
yeah.
Like, oh,
You
you'll
crave
crave
for
that.
that
Like, oh, I
scent.
miss
There
the
are times that you
smell.
crave for that
Yeah,
scent.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You know
right?
that
You have your
smell, right?
partner, and you're like, anong baho naman karon? Asa naman tuhumot? Asa naman tuhumot
I
na
miss the
kornet?
scent.
I miss that person. Where's that person? Why do you smell like ginger or
Ba't may batong? You know, anyways,
garlic?
we
Right? Amoy
amoy
batong. Ikaw
sunrocks.
yung amoy
Amoy
batong.
sunrocks.
The
Amoy
guys are the
sunrocks.
ones who
Amoy
smell like batong
sunrocks.
or sunrocks, right?
Okay, all right. So,
Oh, ay,
speaking of
magsunrocks eh.
guys, shout out to Patrick. Shout out to Julius, Jay. Is Julius new? Welcome to the show, Julius. If you're new, we hope you'll stick around. This is a different kind of show. I know we're like throwback guys. So what we're doing is it's sort of like a radio talk show because that's where we're coming from, and this is kind of where
Right.
this was birthed. It was through a radio talk show. So it's a different format. It's not your typical YouTube or Facebook show where everything's recorded and edited and we'll say some crazy stuff, but the best part is we have live interaction. But you can watch our older episodes, but it's not going to be live anymore. But you can still watch them. They're all on the OK Show Facebook page. So please spread the word and share it so that we can continue to do this. So Julius is new. Is Julius new? Do you know Julius personally? Nice.
I think he joined our show one time, but yeah, I mean, I've been listening to you guys since Magic Days. All right, so
Okay,
yeah,
good,
all right.
good.
So
All
he
right.
probably
He
listens
knows
to
what's up.
to Magic. So maybe Killer
He knows
B
what's up.
back in the day.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
sometimes I don't like I know people by certain names, and then like maybe they visit the station or something, or we get to know them from parties or events, and we know them by a certain name or nickname, and then they add you on Facebook, and that's like their full name, and like in the
right,
Philippines, nobody really addresses anybody by their full name, right? Like
true.
like I'm sure a lot of people don't even know your name's Alritz. They just know you as Iceman or Ice, and a
Yeah,
lot of people don't
yeah,
know my full name, even though my real name's Rod. So when they add you on Facebook, sometimes I don't approve because I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't know this person. I
true,
don't. And then
true.
you look at the profile pic, it's freaking like, like an anime character. So it makes it even worse, right? And
True,
then you
true.
click it, and then you click his person, and then you realize that it's what's his name? It's Kurt. The guy we used to tease as Gary Coleman, you remember him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, his
So,
name's Kurt.
you know, well, I don't know if his real name is Kurt. I think he goes by Kurt. I forgot his name. It's Kurt, right?
Yeah,
But I
this
think we
guy,
call
he
him
goes
Kurt.
to University of Mindanao, right? He goes to University
Yeah,
of
he's
Mindanao.
that passed away like a month ago or something. So condolences to this guy, but
Yeah,
he's a good
yeah.
friend. We consider him a friend of
Right,
the
yeah.
show.
I think it's Kurt. Is it
He's a
Kurt?
really cool. He goes by Kurt. Like I said, like I said, there are people out there that go by with
He
so
would
many
always come to the
names.
show in the morning, right? Like
Yes,
there
in
were
the
times
morning,
when I would be on vacation, and I did a morning show with you, and he would
and he'd
come
be
to the
there.
show. Or even when I was
Yes,
still there, when we were doing the Breakfast Club, I think he would
yes,
he would
yes.
he would occasionally come.
He
I think he
would. He
was a
would.
regular. He would just
He was a
go there and
regular.
just like
I,
sit and
you know
listen.
what? I have a feeling that he actually like skipped his first two classes or something for our show. I just had that feeling like he was just there and just like like he would wait for the hour. Like, okay, I'm here. I'll stick around, and then okay, I'll leave because I'm done with my first. Like he's avoiding something at school. It's either
Probably.
it's either he told his dad or mom that he's like full load on credits, but he's actually only like 3 subjects enrolled, and
Right.
he needed a place to go to spend that couple of hours with,
Right.
because
Right.
he'd be like
That could be
making
the
tanga at
case.
school. That could be the
Right.
case, but you can always air your side, Kurt, aka Gary Coleman. So cravings. What? Okay, let's start. Let's start with our own cravings. Should we define it? Should we even Google what craving means? Like, I mean, we have our own definition of craving, so we might as well just go with our definition.
Mm, I
Um,
think so.
curly
Yeah.
curly tops. I crave for curly tops. There are times when my
Curly top.
my wifey
Curly
would buy
tops.
me curly tops. Curly tops. My wifey is a flat tops girl. I'm a curly tops guy. I know people might say, "Oh, there's no difference." There is a difference. Curly tops and flat tops, there's a difference. I can actually admit that now when I compare
Okay.
them
When you
to a
say
taste test,
difference, do you mean difference in the taste
there is a difference in the taste. They kind of
or
look
it's just
alike,
the
but there's a
surface,
difference in the taste.
the
There's a
texture?
difference.
Just
There They
Really?
almost look exactly alike, but except flat tops is like wrapped,
No,
and it
curly
has
tops.
like
Curly tops. It's not so
has a
smooth. They
curl,
have
has a
that.
it has a
Like
twirl, it has a
it
twirl,
has a
it has a
twirl.
curly top,
Like
it has a curly
yeah,
top.
yeah. So that's why
Yeah,
you call it curly tops because
but
the top has
that's
like
curly
that
tops,
curl and the sides
and
too. It
yeah,
has those lines.
yes,
Whereas
yes, it's like
flat tops, it's
cupcakes,
just like that.
It's just
Like
yes,
it's just
yeah,
like that circle or
and
whatever you
and I
call
think
it,
it says Ricola on the top. I think there's a
round.
Ricola on
Yes,
the top, like it says Ricola
right.
or something, right?
Yeah, just
But I
like
have
a
to admit,
round shape chocolate.
I, I have to admit that with recent taste tests, I made some comparisons, and flat top does taste better. It's just the nostalgia of curly tops for me. And I have to clarify that when
So
I
who's
say
flat
curly tops,
tops? Flat tops
my
is
wifey,
your wife.
she buys a
Your
big
curly
bag. She
tops.
buys a
All
big
right.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
All
like
right.
she'll finish that
Okay.
whole bag. For me, it's the
Mm.
curly tops in trays, right? It comes in a tray, that
Wow.
classic tray. It
Social.
never goes.
Social
But
tomato. I crave for
I have
honey.
to
The
I have to
cheap, but that's
clarify.
cheap.
The curly tops that I get, it's not the one in those like that's wrapped individually. I hate those because it's so tough to remove the freaking like wrapping on the side. That it always sticks to the chocolate. So I always get the
Yeah.
one in the tray where you just like we can remove it conveniently from the tray, and it doesn't have that like wrapping like
All
that
right.
paper.
That plastic
You
tray you're
know?
talking about? That
Yeah, the
brown
plastic
plastic
tray.
tray? All
Yeah,
right.
because sometimes the old school one you buy it and it comes
Uh,
individually in
yeah.
cups,
With
right?
that.
Where
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wrapper.
That one.
Yeah, the annoying cupcake looking wrapper thing.
I'm more
So I don't
familiar with
like
that
that.
one.
Yeah, that's the old school one. It's the original one. So I have my addiction. So from time to time, my wifey will buy me. I think I still have a box
Wow.
out. I finished it recently. My wifey will
There's a
buy me.
shell rod.
So
There's a shell.
so
Flat
uh,
tops, curly
in the
tops.
tray, in
Honey.
the tray.
Honey. And it's not
Yeah,
even
but you
HONEY. HANY or
okay.
HANI? Honey.
Why honey over chocolate? Because we come from the chocolate era, dude. Honey came later. We're chocolate guys.
Are you kidding
So
me?
why
I don't think so. I
honey?
think honey came first before then
Chocolate came.
chocolate.
What are you talking? Chocolate came
I don't think so.
first,
People,
dude.
which came first? Honey or
Chocolate
chocolate?
is
I think
chocolate.
it's
Chocolate's
honey.
OG, dude. It's
Are you
chocolate.
kidding me?
Trust me, man. I'm older than
It
you,
wasn't even it wasn't even I who, it was my mom who loved honey. So that's why
dude. It's
we
chocolate.
eat honey at home.
It's
I think
chocolate.
it's honey. Can you ask your wife?
You
I think
read?
your wife knows.
No, no, no. I think people
Ask your
will.
wife.
Somebody will do. My wife's younger than me. She's 10 years younger than me. What are you talking about? Of course, she's gonna say honey. She's 10 years
I think
younger than
honey
me.
came first. I would say honey came first.
But maybe as a term
Chocolate
of
is like
endearment, honey. Now maybe
no,
some
I think
couples
it's
call themselves
I've
chocolate.
never seen chocolate when I was a kid. But
Dude,
then
chocolate
when
is
I was in
OG.
university, I've started seeing those chocolate. I mean, which came first?
I've seen
Honey came
chocolate.
first. What?
Honey,
Julius is saying
honey
honey
came
came
later.
later. Are you kidding
Honey,
me?
I
Are
knew
you
it.
kidding me? No,
Julius.
I'm gonna Google it.
Nah, dude, next thing you're gonna say Cloud9 came first before Surge. Dude, come on, man. Look at
No.
chocolate. Look at the wrapping.
Okay.
Chocolate came first. Honey's like a ripoff of chocolate, dude. But I think it tastes better. It's a little sweeter.
Okay, here it
I
is.
think yeah.
History: chocolate was originally manufactured by New Unity Sweets Manufacturing Corporation
Okay.
in Malabon. In 2013,
When?
the brand came under the ownership of Annie's Manufacturing Company. Are you kidding me? Really? Is it chocolate?
See, it's
Oh,
chocolate, dude.
I stand
Come
corrected.
on.
Chocolate came first.
Cho-
Oh,
Dude,
really? Are
think
you
about
kidding me?
this.
2013?
Dude,
I
have you been
swear I've been
to
eating that chocolate since I was a kid. Honey.
no dude, have you been to that like maybe it's a green not a green belt like a Glorieta where they have these shop or SM any mall in SM in Manila where they have these shops that sell novelty shirts. These novelty
Right.
shirts have like Jolly Beast or like like Toyota,
Yeah.
like they make it
Yeah.
funny, like they make the logo funny.
Mhm.
They have like chocolate, like they make fun of it, like that it's an old school brand because they spoof it. I think it's Spoofs Unlimited. I think that's the name of the shirts. So they
Well,
have that like
apparently, yeah. Wikipedia says that
Honey's
chocolate
like
came first. Right. Honey came later. All right. Okay. Fine.
yeah,
Fine.
honey came later. I finally won. My memory finally worked when it came to junk food, but what the heck? I'll take what I can get. So you like honey? You have a craving for honey?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, not now. I'm in Japan now. I mean, why would I crave
Yeah,
for things
that's
that
true.
are
That's true.
I
Everything there
mean,
is much better.
obviously
Everything there
inferior.
is much better. Dude, I
I
actually have
don't
to tell
I don't
you,
want to
I,
sound I don't want to
so,
sound
but it's true.
arrogant or yeah, right? I,
Like
yeah,
elitist.
elitist or like a
I don't know, however
snob,
you want
but
to
I
say it.
mean,
Yeah,
why would I
elitist.
want
Yeah,
to
that's probably how you say it. Not elitist,
yeah?
elitist. I think that's how you say
Yeah.
it.
I mean, why
Yeah.
why would I crave for, for chocolate that's obviously much more well, okay. Well, you know what they say. It really depends on the person who's eating it. Like I could say that Japanese chocolates are much superior to our chocolates, but I mean, probably for me, but then
It is.
people would probably
You
say like,
always
no,
bring you always bring back this chocolate brand. What is
yeah,
that?
but
M? Start with the M? Was it M?
well, there's
Mo-
Morinaga and there's the other one, Meiji,
yeah, yeah,
Morinaga
Meiji,
and
Meiji. That's
Meiji.
right.
They have
I think you bring
Morinaga and they have
Meiji.
Meiji.
Yeah.
So
Always bring us
great,
Meiji.
nice. Yeah, I know, right? But still, well, they have a different taste. I mean, the chocolates here are different, but honey still, I mean, growing up, I would consume honey a lot. So, but
But I
now
actually
I don't like
prefer
chocolate anymore.
chocolate. No, I prefer
Chocolate,
chocolate,
yeah.
but honey became more popular because it's sweeter. Honey is sweeter. Now,
Right,
here's one that I like more
I
than
mean, do you
honey
eat
or
chocolates
chocolate.
up to now? Because now I try to avoid
Yes,
these
I
things. I
do.
mean, I'm in Japan.
Dude, I'm
I do not eat chocolates. I seldom eat
dude,
chocolates. I am not a chocolate guy. When I was younger, yes. When I was
excuse
a
me.
kid,
I'm a
but even when I was
different
in
I'm a
college,
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm not a chocolate guy.
But now
So
you don't? Like you
no,
avoid it?
seldom. Like when I'm playing basketball, I try to eat some chocolate before the game, but that's it. But just eating chocolate just for the heck of it, no, I'm not that person.
Yeah. I'm not no no. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm like you. I don't like it's not like every day I have to have chocolate. My wifey knows this, but like I said, we're talking about cravings. And I'm a craving kind of guy. Like when like I
Hmm.
won't I can go without chocolate for like a year. But if a time comes that I crave for chocolates, you can't give me like my wifey like what she does is like I'll buy her like a big bar of Cadbury fruit and nut and she'll eat like maybe like 2 bites and save it for like a year. Like she'll take another two
Right?
bites. No, when I crave for chocolates, I gotta eat like at least 5 bars or something. Like I'll eat a whole pack of like Snickers or Reese's or whatever, peanut butter cups because that's just me. It's like one time, big time. But then I won't eat chocolate again for like a month. Like my wife will offer, and I'm like, I'll turn it down. But if I crave it, I can't just have like one pack. Like I have to have so one thing that I always do is like when I go to Victoria Plaza, Victoria Plaza grocery for me, and I'm not like promoting them. For me, Victoria Plaza still has that OG vibe to it where they sell stuff that you don't find at like the Gaisano grocery or SM grocery or see there's my wife now joining in. There she is. There you go. That's her cravings. Let's listen to the wifey.
Lynn.
Her words before mine.
They have
Social,
that
right?
at the outlet. Yeah.
Yes, social.
My wife loves to go there every time we go to the outlet, especially in the summer because they also sell chocolate, chocolate ice cream. No ice cream, right? With different flavors.
Yeah.
But it's in
Yeah.
the Lynn store, the one that sells chocolate. So yeah, it's kind of expensive. So
It
I
is.
don't
It
like
is. It's
going
got
there. I don't
truffles.
like going there.
It's truffles. Truffles is like
Yeah,
mushroom, right? Like expensive
yeah,
mushroom. But
yeah. That's
anyway,
why I hate it
yeah.
because it's
So
expensive.
that's the kind of guy I am. I'm like you. I'm like you. Like I don't really like need to eat chocolate every day, but when I crave it, dude, it's like KFC. Like it's like KFC. Like I'll eat
I had
any like
KFC
fried
tonight.
chicken. I'm a
I had
dude.
KFC
I
for dinner.
crave KFC. That's the thing with
Right,
me is that I have
right.
KFC cravings. I crave it, and it's so different. That Colonel, he knows what's up. That 11 herbs and spices, dude. Jollibee, McDonald's, Popeyes, they can't hang with the Colonel. No, Popeyes I love, but that the KFC just has that smell, just has that taste. That's like
I know.
uniquely its own. You cannot rip it off. I actually have a book that claims it has the secret recipe. I
Really?
haven't tried it. I haven't tried it, but it's in there.
I
I don't know
doubt
if
it.
it's true. It's in there. I have a book. It's upstairs. It claims that it has the secret recipe, the 11 herbs and spices.
It's not a secret
Um,
apparently because he has it.
no. Because okay, you know that it's true, right? That the recipe for KFC, they actually travel in two armored vehicles to transport that because they don't travel with both. Like it's a secret. It's a real top secret. It's so guarded. Like it's actually in armored vehicles just to travel with the recipe. That's how safely guarded it is. And what happens is the KFC outlets or the franchises that we frequent at, I think they get the chicken like pre-mixed or at least the seasoning pre-mixed. So all they have to do is sort of like prepare or cook the batch. So that's a real legit 11 herbs and spices recipe, where that's why you can't get that same taste. Like, well, I guess you could say the same about Jollibee's Chicken Joy, but still, Jollibee's Chicken Joy, I think I had chicken tsunami
Mhm.
or golden chicken. They kind of tasted close to it, but nothing is quite like KFC. Have you had chicken tsunami?
No, no,
You don't know chicken tsunami? You're so
I
shallow,
have
dude.
not had
Okay,
chicken tsunami. This
before
is
you
from
went to
Jollibee.
Japan. No. These are
Yeah,
like those little stalls of fried chicken
I
that you
know,
can
no,
buy
no.
for
I
like
don't think they were
20
around when I
pesos.
left. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
think they
think they
were
were
around.
around. I think they were
I
around.
know they're like when I left, JFC was big. At least for
JFC.
me,
See that it's like JFC. It's like JFC.
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 It,
Yeah,
I
JFC.
mean,
Yeah.
there will be times that I would crave for KFC, but then I can't afford it, so I would go to JFC.
JFC.
Right. I mean, it's just one alphabet, right? So I mean, I missed
Dude,
one alphabet. Boom, it's fine. JFC. That's
JFC
good enough for
has a
me.
secret recipe. A secret recipe of one herb and spice. Bits in.
They don't need armored cars,
It's
whatever. For
Ajinomoto.
like, yeah,
No, we're kidding. We're kidding.
they
We're
don't
kidding.
need
We don't want
armored
to.
cars for the recipe.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know what the secret
Anyway,
recipe is for JFC, but
Patrick, some
yeah.
saying that I miss having KFC that serves rice. The KFC here do not have rice. Same
Yeah,
in
they have
Japan.
biscuits. They have
So
biscuits, right?
I
You get
always,
biscuits.
yeah, we get biscuits, but I mean, come on, it's different with chicken and rice. It's
It
always
is.
good to have chicken with
It is.
rice. So I always
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, buy it on the go. I go to KFC, take out, then come home, then eat one big bowl of rice with it. Isang
Yeah. You,
bandehadong
you gotta
kanin.
eat it with
Boom.
rice. And the
There you
gravy, you're
go.
not going somehow, right?
Ah, we
The
no, we
gravy, you're not
don't have
going
gravy.
somehow.
I don't think we have
Oh, you
gravy
don't have
here. We don't have gravy
gravy? Oh,
here. No
dude, you know
gravy
what's
here.
weird? In the States, they have
Do they have
KFC,
gravy there?
they have KFC, they have the buttermilk biscuits, right?
Yeah,
But the buttermilk biscuits, but the gravy, they pour it on the buttermilk biscuit. It's not for the chicken.
but they do
It's
have
for the
gravy.
biscuit. They do, but it's for the biscuit. It's for the
No, we
biscuit.
only have the maple syrup here.
Now,
The biscuits go with the
now,
maple syrup.
yeah, but now if you want rice with your fried chicken, go to Popeyes because Popeyes has the dirty rice. They have the Cajun like kind of like rice with
Right,
I don't know what it's called, but the black folks they love their fried chicken and rice. So
right.
if you
How
want
about
rice with
Patrick?
fried
How about in
chicken,
Australia? Do you
it
have
says
gravy?
no
Because
oh
here, KFC
the,
in the Philippines allow you to have gravy as sabaw. But how about in Australia? Do you have gravy there with the chicken? Because we don't have gravy here with the chicken. You just get the chicken and that's it. Not even
yeah,
ketchup. You
yeah.
just have the chicken and the
Yeah,
fries, and that's it.
nobody eats ketchup in the States. Like nobody eats ketchup with chicken in the States. That's which is weird because here it's like fried chicken goes with banana ketchup, diba? Like it's popular. Um Cajun, the one thing that crossed my mind is BTS meal.
Cajun is
Yeah,
what,
that's
like
like
a kind of meal, a
the
kind of
it's
chicken?
it's a spice. It's like a spice that's it's like Creole cooking, like in New Orleans, in
Right. So this
Louisiana. That's
chicken
kind
is
of like
what,
a spice.
spicy?
It has like a kilikili smell, like kind of it has a
Oh
little bit of that
God.
armpit smell to it. Not too
Oh my God,
much,
man.
not like shawarma territory, but it has that it's close. Like it Cajun is a little bit like that direction of spice.
Right. Have you
So
figured
if you
out whose armpit? Like,
there are two types. There's the Mexican armpit and there is the Middle Eastern armpit.
when you say
So
when
take
you
your
say
pick.
armpit,
There's the
that's kind of
Indian
like
armpit.
which armpit? Like what, your
Dude.
neighbor's armpit? Your armpit?
Not to sound like I know it comes off like it
Like
sounds
a kid's
racist or
armpit?
whatever, but
Like,
it's not really armpit smell. It's just like some people are just like durian. We love durian, but some people think it stinks like hell. So we don't get offended. That's not racist, right? So there are certain dishes or recipes that to other nationalities doesn't go well with them. I personally love curry. I personally love Cajun. My wife loves
well, it's
curry.
not
She loves Indian
racist until
food.
you meet a double when you say, "Oh, ano magdurian, uy."
No, but I remember you telling me that your sister Reese went to Singapore or somewhere, and she was like almost throwing up in the train all the time because there were so many
No, we were in the
you
bus.
know,
We were in the
or
bus
the
when that happened.
bus, right?
Yeah.
So
There were a
now,
couple of
if
people. No, not a couple. There were probably like 5 of them in the bus. I don't know where they're from. Because like they could be from Bangladesh or I don't know
the
if they're from
smell was
India, but
like,
like
yeah.
the
Now,
smell
is
is just
that
like
is that racist?
it was just so strong. It's just like
Is that
heavy.
racist? That's not racist, right? I mean,
Not well,
Reese
I
couldn't
don't think she
help
was
it,
racist,
right?
but yeah, but
She wasn't
she
like
was like
faking
covering
it.
her nose. I was just like, that's just like so rude. I just told her to like cut it out. Like just don't breathe. Stop covering your nose. That's
Dude,
rude.
it's if anybody throws that against Pinoys and says, "Oh, Pinoys are racist because they think like Middle Eastern people or Indian people like smell funny." I mean, I'm sure Dr. Drew is watching the show and he understands all about that, and he has no scent whatsoever. He smells good, but I mean, then again, smelling good is relative to the person. But what I'm saying is, if people throw that at us and say, "Oh, Filipinos are racist," whatever, what about Filipinos who cook bulad in the States or abroad, and then their neighbors complain, like, "My God, it's like a dead rat. Smells like roadkill." Well, we don't think of it as racist. We accept the fact that blood smells bad, but we love it. We eat it, right? So it's just different strokes for different folks. So I don't think we're
Yeah, I
saying
think
anything that's
Filipinos are just
offensive here.
manhid, especially the hardcore
Yeah.
ones. I think are just manhid. Like
Hindi ko blood bala ka niya.
yeah, bahala ka na. You don't like it? Yeah, whatever. We're eating blood, whether you like it or not.
And then after cooking bulad, they open the sinamak.
Yeah.
You don't like the smell of bulad? Sinamak.
Itong
But what's the other
sayo.
one? What's the other one? Sinamak and the spicier one? Not hinalang. My God, what is that other sawan? The other suka concoction besides sinamak?
Hang on,
Because
hang on.
there's one. It's also Bisaya, not hinalang, right? It's like
Mm,
oh my God, wait, it starts with a P. I think it starts with a P.
uh,
Pinakurat, pinakurat.
pinakurat,
That's it.
pinakurat.
Yes, pinakurat. That's my
JJ.
wifey said.
Wow,
Yeah,
JJ's
Julius is just he's
pretty
a
familiar with pinakurat.
buttload of information. This guy, huh? Being in a
Yeah.
multicultural city, according to Patrick, I do have my own struggles with the smell of certain nationalities. Eventually, I just got used to it. That's true. You just get used to it. My mom is so used to that. She lived in India. She shared a room with an African woman in Washington, D.C. And that was a different scent. I remember going to her room, visiting her there because she did some work, and her roommate was not there. So when we went in, she opened all the windows, and I was like, "What's going on?" And she said, "Oh, it's my roommate." I'm like, "You might not like the smell." I'm like, "Why? What's?" She's like from Africa or something. Like, well, Africans don't, they don't have a smell. Like I have African classmates, and she's like, no, it's like a woody. It's a different kind of smell. So it's not like the smell that we associate with people who eat curry or whatever. It's more of like a woody smell, and so different people have different scents. In Germany, the problem here's the problem. If you see like an eight,
In Germany, they
if you see
smell
an
sausage.
no, in Germany, dude,
Racist. Racist.
if they smell like bo, it is bo. You know what I'm saying? It's because they haven't taken a
Right.
bath. It's mostly the case with
Right.
white people. If they smell like bo, it's bo. But if it's like, let's say, an Indian, or if it's like a Middle Eastern or whatever, it's because of the food they eat and it comes off their sweat, right? But it's not like necessarily like they're unhygienic. It's because of what they eat, their diet. Like Koreans, they smell like kimchi, but it's not necessarily bo. But if it's usually like white folks that smell like bo, usually it's like a homeless guy or an alcoholic dude who's living on the streets who hasn't taken a bath or changed his clothes. Now that's bo. Now there's a difference. All right, there's real bo. And there's one that sort of resembles BO, but it's not BO. We don't crave any of that. So let's get back to cravings.
All right.
V says,
Bianca craving for mocha flavored mochi. I usually get one from Korean grocery stores nearby. Korean. Korean. Hang on.
mochi is.
Mocha flavored mochi? There's a wow. Like we just have mochi here. We don't have a
Yeah, is
mocha
mochi
flavored
Korean or
mochi.
Japanese?
I think it's
I love mochi,
Japanese.
man. It's Japanese.
Mochi's
I love mochi,
Japanese.
dude.
Could
Mochi
be
is so good.
Chinese.
It's expensive.
Because like Chinese has this influence over Japan and Korea, but I know
Yeah.
that's part of Japanese tradition, mochi. So it could be Japanese, but
Yeah,
we
I think
only
it's
have
Japanese
the
too.
mochi. Like we don't have like those
So,
flavored
so you
ones.
still call it mochi. You still call it mochi
We call it mochi here.
there.
We say
Okay, so
mochi.
call it mochi. Okay. So like V, there's this brand of Korean ice pop that we crave in the family. It's Melona. I think a lot of people know that. It's called
Ice pop.
Melona,
What's
and
this? A popsicle?
it's like a fruit. It looks like a drum. It almost look like not a drumstick, like twin popsies.
All right, twin popsies.
The
All
twin
right, so it's a
popsies of
popsicle. Yeah, I
It looks,
remember.
but it's
Right.
single. It's a popsicle. Yeah, it's a popsicle. But it's single, and it's really like kind of milky and fruity. And my favorite is the banana and the melon, the green melon. It's called melona. It's quite expensive, like 40 pesos each at the groceries, but it's Korean and it's super addicting. It's like one. We used to go for Magnum. Remember Magnum, the chocolate
Magnum.
chocolate bar, the ice cream
Yes,
bar
yes, yes.
that it's like a rip off of Haagen Dazs. But
Hmm.
after a while, like Magnum got more expensive, and then the actual bar got smaller, and we ended up like shifting to Melona. So now that's like our treat. Like if you want an ice cream treat or ice pop treat, it's Melona because it's cheaper, and it's still big, and it did not like become smaller because I think with Magnum it became popular. So I don't know, but it seems like that's the case. The pandesal situation where lumiliit yung pandesal, it's very frequent here in the Philippines where pag sumikat yung isang produkto, like for some reason, instead of giving you more because they're making a lot from that product, they start ripping people off by giving you a smaller serving of it. And that's why a lot of businesses close down, because people are not stupid. We know. So he goes, I'm eating melona now, according to Gab. The strawberry one. Raj, what's your
I'm
favorite
eating
melona
Melona
flavor?
now. The strawberry one. Let me Google that.
Yeah,
Melona.
we love the melon. We love the melon. It's the green one. It's the green one. The strawberry's good too. They're all good.
All
But the,
right.
the green
Okay.
one is
Popsicles. All
melon.
right.
Popsicles. It's popsicle. Try it, dude. Try it, Ice. Try it. I know you're not an ice cream guy. Are you an ice cream guy?
Yeah. I eat drumsticks. I love drumsticks.
What's your favorite ice cream like flavor?
Chocolate.
Just the plain one?
With some nuts. Okay. If we like,
Uh
if I go to Baskin Robbins, like 31 ice cream, I usually go for Rocky Road. All right. So if we're talking about like those
okay.
ice cream, I go for Rocky
Yeah,
Road.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite ice cream. But then if we buy those ice creams, like popsicles or whatever, I usually go for the drumsticks.
Dude,
You know,
Baskin Robbins is so expensive here. Baskin Robbins is like
how
300
much is
pesos
it?
per. It's like 300 pesos per scoop, or 150 maybe.
What? That's too
Yes, they have
much.
Baskin
That is too
Robbins here.
much.
They have it at Lana, like
At
near.
least here, if I convert it, that would be around 150 for like for a scoop, 150 pesos around that. I mean, 300. That's
Yeah,
like twice the
probably.
price.
No, probably 150. Maybe you ordered two scoops. I don't know, but yeah, probably 150. That's so expensive, man. That's like a pint. That's like a whole pint of a regular ice cream,
Well, that's
right?
true though.
For a scoop. But my favorite is when it comes to regular ice cream, like you like the Rocky Road. I like Rocky Road too, but my favorite is I've gotten old, so it's mint. The menta,
Mint?
the mint. Yeah, mint,
Mint?
mint with chocolate chips. Yeah, mint with chocolate chips. I never liked it. Like I hated it. Like I never liked it as a kid. I've become older, my friend, and I'm all of a sudden
You
now it's
become
like
older and now you like it? No, kids like mint.
mint, mint with
Chocolate
chocolate
mints, like
chip.
all the kids would be
That's
like,
my favorite.
"Oh, what Charlie? We like chocolate mint." Like all the kids
That,
here, they would
that's
always go for chocolate mint
that's my favorite.
or
I
like
crave
mint,
it.
whatever, you know.
I crave it. But I'm
And
talking about gelato
now
here.
that you're
So
old, you're like, "Oh, you like chocolate mint?" Wow, it's kind of
yeah.
like
But I was a kid. I loved Rocky Road. Now I love mint. My wife is a double Dutch girl. Raj is what's your favorite ice cream flavor, Raj?
double Dutch. Yeah, double Dutch. I
Cookies
remember
and
that.
cream. Raj is cookies and cream.
Cookies and
Typical
cream.
kid. Typical kid.
Mm, Typical kid. Yeah,
Typical kid.
cookies and cream.
Okay. Julius, one food that he craves for, crispy lechon. But can eat. I was never a lechon guy. Are you a lechon guy, Ice?
Yes, I am a
You
lechon
are?
guy. If
Really?
we
Oh
don't
man.
get to have lechon here, man. We don't get to have lechon here. If
I'm
we
not a
do,
lechon
it's
guy.
just the head. They have a lechon,
You're
but
you're
just the head.
you're a
Just the
Canelo guy
head.
too? No, I'm not a
I'm a
Canelo
Canelo
guy.
guy. I'm a
Oh
Canelo
my
guy.
gosh.
I
Okay,
go to
so
parties in the
yeah.
Philippines. I attack the lechon. Then I go
I'm
for the
not a
Canelo
Canelo
too.
guy.
Then I use my
Okay.
hands. Wash
Yeah,
my hands
yeah.
and I use my hands. I don't use any utensils.
Dude. You
That's
know,
how I
the only
rock,
reason
man.
why I'm not a Canelo guy and a lechon guy is because the inconsistency of it. There are times when you eat lechon and it's so good, and there are times when you eat Canelo and it's so good, and there are times when you have it's not like it doesn't have a specific like everybody makes
Yeah,
Canelo a
if you're
different
late at the
way.
party, if you're
Every
late at the party,
everybody
makunat na yung lechon. You
and
have
the
to be
Canelo's
early.
lose and the Canelo's luspad na.
Exactly. So you have to be there before the party
No, no, no.
begins,
It's not
or
the
at least
kunat.
before the eating begins.
It's not the kunat because the thing with lechon is most likely you're really not going to be able to eat too much of the balat because everybody's going to go for that. I think the
Right.
true measure of a lechon is is how good the meat tastes. And I my wifey gave me a briefing because their family is big on lechon. That the best part is the ribs, yung sa ribs na part.
Mhm.
That's supposedly like where the best like meat. If you're gonna eat the meat of the lechon, it's the ribs. And yeah, Raj loves lechon. He's a lechon guy, but I just like for me, so sometimes it's not consistent. There's tabang lechon, there's maalat lechon,
Right.
there's dagan tanglad lechon.
Usually,
So
if I
it depends.
if I eat if we talk about like lechon meat, I usually wait until they they cook it as a paksiw, right? If they paksiw it, that's that's when I
That's not
eat the
lechon
meat.
anymore.
Yeah, that's not lechon anymore. But I rarely eat the meat. It's just, I just go for the balat. I just like
Yeah,
balat.
I get you.
All right.
Yeah,
Then I
the
would eat a
meat's
little bit of
actually
the meat.
tasteless. It's tasteless, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's tasteless.
I
Usually, it's tasteless and it's chewy.
know.
It's like But anyways,
It's
tinuglao is
very
the best of
salty.
both.
Very salty. Yeah.
Strawberry melona goes great with soju. Really? Wow.
Soju. Soju is like what?
That's a that's
Like
a stomach ache waiting to
Korean
happen.
alcohol. It's Korean
Yeah, I think that's
alcohol,
what it
yeah.
is.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sinuglao is the best of both sinugbang baboy and raw fish. Yeah, sinuglao. They're cool. They're cool.
Between lechon and lechon kawali, I'd rather have lechon kawali. To be honest, it's
Oh,
more
lechon
consistent,
kawali. Yeah, that's
right? It's more
I love lechon
consistent.
kawali.
Pinakupsan, those are more consistent than
But I
lechon's
hate
like.
when okay, because you can cook lechon kawali here, yeah. So my mother-in-law from time to time, if she comes here, she would prepare lechon kawali, and I hate that. You know why? I crave for it, but then, dude, I eat a lot, and I hate that. Like at
Dude,
our age now, we shouldn't be eating too much. But then they come here and they prepare that food, and I crave for it so much, and
yeah, but they're
I
not
can
there
eat
all
like
the
the whole rice
time.
cooker.
Dude, live a little. You're the one who keeps telling me, Rod, you should ride a bike because there's a guy I know who's been riding bikes since I was a kid and nothing ever happened to him. Well, there's a guy I know who rode a bike for the first time and got run over by
He
a jeep.
died.
So no, he survived, but he never rode a bike again. But so come on, man, dude. Okay. We have to talk about this. It has to be one of our topics. Okay, about like living life. Would you rather live life but risk it to be a short life but a full life, or would you rather like have a long, like safe, healthy life, but you literally deprived yourself of every
It
ounce of
really
life?
depends, though. It really depends when you put it like that. I mean, yeah, I want to have a full life, but what kind of risks we what kind of risks are we talking about
I
here?
mean, full life, like skydiving, like bungee jumping, like eating lechon, like literally, like all the guilty pleasures, like I know you don't
But
drink
there's a big
alcohol,
difference
so you're safe.
between killing yourself and living life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
you're
yeah,
literally
well,
killing yourself. You're like, all right, I'm gonna eat lechon every day. I'm just gonna eat and eat and eat. I'm just gonna have all the
yeah.
ice creams in the world.
Well,
I'm just gonna go
not
bungee
killing
jumping all
yourself,
the time.
not necessarily
I'm gonna
killing
go,
yourself, not necessarily killing yourself, but
skydiving,
like
swimming with the
risking risk.
sharks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, basically you're taking more risks, right? It's more fun, it's more adventurous, but you're taking more risks compared to somebody maybe who's not like
But
who's
here's the
strict on a
thing.
strict
Here's
diet.
the thing. It really depends on how you define life, though. I mean, what makes life full for you? I think that's more of the question. Like, what do you think is a life that's being lived to the
Yeah, but
full, right?
it's you know what
So
the thing is,
it's
it's
relative.
irrelevant. It's irrelevant though, because like I would like people will always tell me like no one will ever tell me, wow, Rod's living the life. He's playing video games all day. No. Everybody's always hating me for sitting around playing video games all day. No one's ever praised me for it. No one's ever said I'm living the life. Nobody ever cared if it's
But
the
you're
one thing that
having
made me
fun
happy.
doing that. So that means
Exactly.
you're living your life to the fullest because that's what you want to do.
Exactly. Exactly, but society has standards and society has these labels for people who like, like if you watch an insurance commercial or you watch a Revicon or like a vitamin commercial for old people, you see like Nida Blanca on a freaking paraglider. We're living the life, Sustagen Premium. You don't see them just sitting there watching Downton Abbey, like we're living the life. So there is a stereotype, there is a standard that society has set on people living the life. It's like traveling, riding a bike. Like I've been patrimonio. I still ride a bike. I'm still, it's like it
Well,
has to be
riding a
something to
bike,
do with
all right. Riding a bike, yeah, I get that. But paragliding, I mean, who paraglides? I don't know
John.
anybody who paraglides.
Nita Blanca did it when she had Sustagen Premium in that
Well,
commercial,
yeah,
and her husband
her
apparently
and
killed
I
her.
don't know, her and
Rod
that lady
Strunk.
from Chloe. But then I don't know anybody who paraglides, like someone who I know personally at
No, the
least.
people who are living the life. They're the ones who do it. You know what I mean? That's what what I'm saying, dude? Like I'm not the one who made these rules. I'm just the one who happens to be on the short end of the stick. I'm the one everybody's saying that guy, he's a bore. He's like even my friends tell me, even
Short end of the
dudes would
stick.
tell me that. Like, hey Rod, like no, like I have friends would tell me, Rod, let's go to the beach, let's go to Sama, scuba diving, whatever. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. I'm like, he's a bore. He's not living the life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. Like I see my friends
Like,
writing
I'm that
like
kind of person. I mean, it's the same with like, hey, do you want to play video games?
ex-
And they'd be like, no, I don't want to play video games.
exactly.
And you'd be like, oh, you're a bore, right? I mean, you
Exactly.
can say that you're a bore.
Exactly.
You don't play video games. What kind of
That's
person
why
who doesn't play video games, right? You
That's
can say
why
that too.
that's why I gave you a choice. That's why I asked you, you want to live that life, or do you want to live like the
Okay,
longer?
I want to
It
live.
depends.
I want to live life to the fullest on my terms, at least on how I define life, right?
Okay,
I don't want to
that's how it
scuba
should
dive
be.
because I don't know how to swim. And I don't care if I learn how to swim. I don't want to learn how to swim. I mean, no, I if I go to the beach, I just stay at the shore. I order orange juice or pineapple juice. I order food, ice cream, whatever, and then
Please
and
get a
I'm having fun
container
already. I
for
don't
that.
need to be
The
in
way you
the
open the
sea.
package,
I don't
it's
I
still
don't
a
need to
hope.
be swimming, with the sharks or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
need that.
I got you.
Like every
I
time we
got you.
we 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 island hop, I just stay in
I
the
don't need
boat,
that too. I don't need
right?
that
Well,
too.
there was one time that they all forced me, so I have to put on a life jacket, and they threw me off the boat, and I was just like, it was
Dude.
like, it was fun, but then, I mean, I know it seems like nice, and it seems, I think it's
But not for
logical
us.
to
It's
learn how
not
to
for us.
swim, but it's just like it's just too much for me. I think. I mean, I might drown, and I don't want to drown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm,
I
I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna drown, but it's just like, no, I'll just play basketball then.
I
I mean,
haven't been to an island hopping adventure where nobody stepped on Tuyum. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always steps on freaking Tuyum, dude. And I'm like, why even, dude, like, I don't get it. Like, I did snorkeling once and I saw a freaking like sea snake, man, on the bed of the
right?
freaking, like, on the
Why would you want to
corals.
do that to yourself,
Exactly. Those things are venomous. I'm like, F it. I'm
right?
going back. You know what I'm saying? And
Now
and
you can't enjoy the
I,
beach anymore,
I
right?
think it was a killer.
Before you
I
saw
think it was
that
a
snake,
killer bee
you
thing.
have
We
you
were
you have this beautiful impression of the beach. It's like, oh, this is so beautiful, this nature. I love the beach.
were you
Then
there?
you went snorkeling, you saw that
Were you
freaking
there?
snake under the
We
beach.
we
Then that
we
scares
did an
you.
island hopping. Were you there? No, you weren't there already. I think
No, no,
you
no,
were
no,
in
no, no,
Japan
no, no,
already.
no, no,
We had
no,
an
no,
I we rented a boat, island hopping with the Kilo Bee or Magic Crew at the
no, no.
time,
I wasn't there. I
and
wasn't there. I did island hopping with some friends,
dude, I threw
Master Yoda
up.
and Flipmode.
I God, that was not fun. It was.
Right?
I'm
You
not
didn't have
a beach.
fun? Yeah,
No,
me too.
my wife keeps bugging me. Let's go to Mati. Let's go to Mati. I'm like, there's nothing to. Well, okay, nothing against Mati, but like I said, I'm not a beach guy. Okay, so
But
I go
dude,
to
you don't
Mati.
have
It's
to
like
be
I'd
in the
rather.
okay. Hang on, all right. I know what your wife is saying. Now, here's the thing. I don't think she wants you to swim or whatever. Like my sister, my mom, and Carlo, like my sister's boyfriend, they were at somewhere in Mati yesterday. They went to this resort. Just it was very nice. They have a pool there, and there's a beach there, and yeah, it was pretty comfortable. And it wasn't like they um, it was terrible. I mean, no, it was relaxing. My mom didn't. I don't think my mom like went swimming or something, but it was just like they tried to relax there. I think that's what your wife wants to do. Just go there, relax. You don't have to swim. Just sit, order
Dude,
some beer.
there's
Look at your kids
there's nothing
swimming.
relaxing about a Filipino outing. You know how
Dude,
many
it was a
freaking
nice beach
Coleman
resort.
containers you have to bring? You know how
No,
many
you didn't have.
food you have
No,
to prepare?
don't
You
bring
get there,
any.
it's like,
You don't need it because you're in a resort. I think the cottage there was like a 6,000 for 4 people. It was very comfortable. It
yeah.
was like air conditioned, and they have that pool. The kids can just like swim there and whatever. Then you can just order food. You don't need to bring a freaking like big. My dad hates that. I don't like that. That's why
Yeah.
I like
I
to go
don't
to
like that.
resorts.
My
I
God,
go to
everybody
resorts.
brings
I go to
stuff.
Paradise. I go to what was that expensive
Pearl
place?
Farm.
Pearl Farm,
Yeah.
right?
I'd rather
So
go to Pearl
like,
Farm. I
because my
mean,
dad
nothing
is
against like
like he hates these things. There was this one time we went to Mati, and he thought that we're going to a really nice resort. When we got there, the service was bad. He was nagging the whole time, from Mati to Davao. He was
he
nonstop
wouldn't let it
nagging,
go.
man.
He wouldn't let it
Yeah, he
go.
wouldn't
He
let.
wouldn't let
No,
it
he
go.
wouldn't.
He would
He
not
was
let it
like,
go. Okay.
"How many times do I have to tell you? There's paradise. Paradise is
There's
really near.
Samal.
10 minutes.
I
It's
didn't.
10 minutes from our place. We have to go
I'm the same.
3 hours
Ice Pop is my
away
man.
from Davao. Like so
Ice
I'm the
Pop is
same
my
guy.
soulmate.
right? So
I'm the same
well, all
guy.
I'm saying is,
I'm the same guy.
I know we're the same. So you can just go to a resort. Don't bring those freaking
Yeah,
big whatever
but
coolers.
why does it have to be a 3 hour drive to dangerous, like twirly roads? Like I'm not up
Okay,
for that. I'm not like I don't
my
get it.
sister's
Like I've
not
been
dead
there.
yet, and my mom's my mom's home safe. So I'm pretty sure it's a safe place, man, because they
I don't
came back
I
in
don't
one piece.
I don't care if it's safe. My point is it necessary to get the same experience that you can get at a more
Maybe
convenient
you should
location?
try it. You maybe
Dude,
should try it.
okay. Dude, here's what happened. Right? I'll tell you this. All right. This is just in Samal, okay? We went to
Right.
Samal. And I think my tita is tuned in, so I don't know if Tita J is on board, but I saw her name pop up as someone who's listening. We were with her because
Right.
this is my tita, my
Is this
dad's
a
wife,
Virgin
right?
Island or
So
an actual resort?
no. We went to we took the barge. I brought the car. This was
Right.
the XV, the Subaru one. So we brought the car,
Right.
and we wanted to go to we wanted to go first to a camp Samal. No, not Camp Samal. Club Samal. Right? We had to go to
Right.
Club Samal,
So
but
that's
we
I
didn't
would
have
assume that's a resort.
it's a resort, but we didn't have
All
a
right.
reservation, and I don't think we could eat at the. I don't know. We tried to eat at the restaurant or something. I don't know. Something happened that we couldn't do anything there. So we're like, okay, we're done here. Let's just go to Paradise because they haven't been to Paradise, or they've been to Paradise, but they want to go back to Paradise. So I'm like, okay, well, the only way we can go to Paradise if we take the back road, right? Because we were already in Samal. We took the barge, so
Right.
we drove, and dude, we drove through like the sharpest freaking rocks and stones. I'd rather deal with like mud
Man,
and
when was this? When was
like
this?
oh, this was like at least probably 5 years ago, maybe 4 years
All
ago,
right. Okay,
probably
5 years ago.
about
Okay.
that. Yeah, so it was a while back, and so I was driving, and dude, so like I didn't like mind it because my car was a 4-wheel drive, so I'm like, okay, we'll make it there. So we got there, we spent the whole afternoon in Paradise, and we drove back to the barge and crossed back. Dude, when I got home, I checked my tires. They were all damaged. My tires, all 4 tires were damaged because the rocks were sharp and all that stuff. And my point here is, it's not like we had a life changing experience there. You know, it's not. It
Right.
wasn't even a life changing experience. And what I'm saying is, we're in the Philippines. It's not
All right.
not
Okay. Okay.
not
Okay. Hang
every.
on. Okay. Okay.
It's
I get all of
convenient
that. I
here.
get all of that. I understand. I understand. But okay, if it makes you feel better, the road to Mati is really nice.
I know, but you can fall off the pangpang if
They
you
took
fall
a
asleep,
car. No, they took a car. They didn't drive like
dude.
a Fortuner. You have a Fortuner. My sister drives a Mazda 3. That's a
Dude,
car, and it
dude.
was a comfortable
My,
drive.
that's a Mazda 3 is a
You
nice
should
car,
check it out.
dude. If my little boy jumps on the steering wheel, dude, we're done. We're landing at Dinosaur Island. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Goodbye, Rodriguez fam.
Okay, hang
I
on,
mean,
hang on. So you're never gonna take.
look.
Okay, so here's the deal. You're never gonna take your family to a beach getaway, like even if it's a really nice resort somewhere in Mati. Like if you know the road's good, the road's safe. I mean, yes,
We haven't
it's a
even
three
been to
hour
Pearl
drive.
Farm as a family. I don't think they have anything that beats Pearl Farm over there. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't even been to Pearl Farm as a family. We'll go to Pearl Farm first, and then we'll take it from there. You know what I'm saying? It's
All
like,
right, okay,
but what I'm saying is just to go there and get there, and then I know I'm gonna rant like ice pop the whole time. It's just gonna be like, we're gonna get there. It's like,
okay. Maybe we should
we're
go
like,
together. Maybe we should go together next time. Maybe that's a good idea.
dude,
Right?
I don't
That
know,
should be
man. Yeah,
fair. I
okay.
mean, I can't push it to do
So what?
something
So we can
that
die
I'm
together?
not
We can
there.
fall off the
No, we're
cliff
not.
together,
No, we're not gonna die together. We're gonna have fun together. We're gonna relax together.
dude.
All right,
I'll tell you this. One of the
dude.
scariest
What are you
bus
talking about?
rides of
We
my
went to
life.
Panabo. We went to Panabo. That sucked. That party
We
sucked.
did
Remember that?
with me. We did. I wasn't
Yeah,
there. See, I
you.
was smart enough to not. I did not go. I was
No, we
smart
were
enough to not
there.
go. That
No,
stupid
we were
foam
there.
party thing. I was not
No, you
there.
did
You were
not go
with
there.
Mao. No, I'm smart enough to not go there. I
No,
made up
I
an
was there with
excuse.
flip mode. I
I
was there
know
with
you were
flip
with
mode. Flip mode
Mao.
was there.
Mao was there.
Master
I think
Yoda was
Joe was
there.
there.
Joe was there. Right? You weren't there.
I
Holy
remember it was
crap!
like a crappy
I
beach
mean,
or something.
okay, the
Yeah, it
party
was like a
sucked.
foam
The
party
party
crap. I
sucked.
was not there.
The drive
I
was
was
fun.
not there.
The drive was fun. The stops were fun too because we had like bulalo or something. But then when we got there, the party sucked. It was just the party that
I
sucked. All
see.
right, right.
I
The
know,
party sucked, but the road trip was awesome. Welcome, Pinky. We missed you. Whatever happened to you?
Ah,
she
Whatever
just came from
oh,
happened to you?
Panabo.
You're back.
Somebody got a
Did you go to
haircut.
Mati or something?
You
Yeah,
know what?
sort
Here's the
of.
thing. Pinky's probably like, okay, they're talking about cravings. I'm gonna join in because I'm gonna share my. And then she tunes in, like she joins in, and we're talking about panabo. She'd be like, these guys haven't changed. They totally
All
forgot
right,
about
hang
their
on.
topic.
Okay, we're talking about cravings, Pinks. We're talking about
Mm,
cravings. So we're
cravings.
Yeah.
gonna get some things out of the way.
Okay,
We
go. Read the
have
messages.
Dexter talking about the Bangkerohan Bulalo. Yeah, at some point in
Pass
my life,
Eatery.
I was a suki there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Past
Really?
eatery at Bangkerohan as well. All right. Wow, there you go.
Bangkerohan or Agdao? Bangkerohan Bulalo or
Ah,
Agdao Bulalo? Who does it better?
well, I'm
Have
from
you
the
had both?
south, so I've never been to Agdao. I mean, I was
Yep.
probably there one time, but I usually would
I
drop
can't
by
say I know
Bangkerohan.
much about bulalo. I don't think I've ever actually
I've
had
had
bulalo.
Agdao Bulalo. But you know what? They kind of overpriced it now. It's like 400 pesos, dude. It's like their
Right.
popularity kind of made them like overprice everything. I'm like, excuse me, may langaw pa rin. Palengke gyapon eh, no?
Is
It's
that
not like fine dining. Jeez.
is that bulkachong? Is that the same thing as bulkachong? No.
I
Bulkachong
think
is different. Bulkachong is different.
Okay.
Bulkachong is like bulkachong is like the texture, the
I know.
soup is like thick. It's
Yeah,
like
bulkachong is
Mhm.
carabao, right?
it's like balbakwa. It's like balbakwa.
It's
Which is
it's
Balbakwa.
different from
carabao.
So it's
bulalo.
not Bulalo,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Balbakwa.
Oh,
And I think
sorry,
it's
Yeah, it's
sorry. I
Calabao.
carabao.
always get those
I think
two
it's
confused.
Calabao too. It's Calabao
Bulalo,
too.
It's
I've had
carabao, yeah.
bulalo.
Right.
Bulalo
You've
is
had
different.
Bulalo,
Yes,
but
I was
you
thinking.
have not
I
had
was
Balbakwa.
yes, or but what's the other one?
Bulkachong.
Balbakwa.
Balbakwa. Balbakwa.
Yeah, balbakwa.
I haven't
Bulkachong is
tried
like
balbakwa.
balbakwa. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. I was thinking
All right.
that. Right. Right.
Okay,
Your
Minko's
joints will hurt the next day. Go ahead,
Minko's
go ahead, Vic.
craving for
Gout.
ginanggang and the noodle soup in Davao famous.
Ginanggang
Forgot the
is the
name.
barbecue. Rod has a song, right? Rod, you have a ginanggang song. You
The
remember
ginanggang
that
song.
song?
Come on, let us hear it.
Yeah, I
Ginanggang
do, I
song.
do, I do.
It's
Yeah, I
it's
know, I know. What
the
is it?
it's the
What
Pitch
is it?
Perfect song. It's the da, 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 da. Ginanggang, ginanggang. Did you remember
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. I
song?
think he's right. I just can't
he,
remember it, but I know I always
he,
come up with
he,
songs during our show.
he used
Remember? I used to
he
come.
used to sing that on a regular, like I'm talking daily basis. He would sing
Yeah,
that. I don't know why. Never asked him to do that, but he would sing that to everybody.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is
I
a
used
very
to, I used, I
bizarre,
used to, I used to.
bizarre point. But yes, ginanggang is very good. Ginanggang is
Do you know? Okay,
surprisingly.
speaking of songs, do you remember the Chiki Chat song? The Chiki Chat
Yeah,
song?
yeah.
No, 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 not that one. Na
Ah,
Which
ay
one?
ngiwang og
Are you talking about?
tambok. Nag chiki 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 cha. Na ay
Oh
ngiwang
no
og
no no no!
tambok. Nag chiki 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 chiki
I'm
cha.
talking about the weird chicka chat song that has the ping pong sounds. Oh
That's
no! I'm
our
sorry. No.
ice. That was our song before. Remember
yeah, yeah.
the
The
ping
ping pong
pong
Do you
song.
song
know
from
what it
Enrique
feels
Iglesias?
like?
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah, that one. They actually guested Nick Sao.
No.
They had Nick Sao do the voiceover for the ping pong. That was Nick Sao from Guts
Yeah,
Must Be Crazy.
that was like a really big song back then. Everybody kind of like
Do you know what
sang.
it feels like? And someone changed the locks. Like you go home and the locks are changed. Ice and I can
Poor
relate.
dude.
Very sad song.
Very sad song.
There's another song with a chicka cha thing. Is it the one like with?
I
I
know.
want to say it's a boy band, Boyzone.
It's a
thing.
boy band.
Yeah, like
I think it's a Boyzone song. Like,
no matter what they tell.
they
Yeah, that's
tell
it.
you.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Whatever that song is. We can't really sing it because well, for one, we don't know how. Where did
All
Ron
right.
go?
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you can see, he's living the life. He's
I
living large.
know.
Grand piano,
Meanwhile, behind me is a
fireplace. I
sewing
know,
machine.
right? Look at me. Like I'm in an old house.
Oh,
I'm
All
in the
right. Deep
dining
fry
yeah.
room.
I'm living the
hito
life.
with tinolang
and
Bisayang
I
manok. Kinilaw
oh,
sa
Very
Santander
specific.
sa
fried
tugbok.
hito. I remember going
Tugbok.
to I remember going to LA with my not Los Angeles. I'm talking Los Amigos for the hito.
Kalinan. LA Cal.
Yeah, LA Cal.
Los
LA
Amigos
Cal.
Kalinan. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
how
was
do you like your
really
hito? Grilled or fried?
crispy. No,
Deep
no, no,
fried
no.
for
It
me.
has to be
Yeah,
fried. It has
crispy.
to be
The grilled is
crispy.
load. The grilled is
Yeah, it
the
cannot
grilled like it's like
See,
it
I don't
makes me
even
think like
eat
it's a
hito.
snake or
I don't
something.
eat hito.
How can you not
Well, I
eat
don't eat it
hito, Ali?
regularly. I've had it, but I don't eat it
Now, can you tell
regularly.
me
But
what
Yeah.
if
hito
I'm
is
gonna
in the
have it,
first place? Like,
crispy.
I don't know what a
Hito,
hito is.
Pantat,
hito
pantat.
is that
It's
fish
pantat.
with a mustache.
Like a catfish?
Catfish.
Is that
Yeah,
a
catfish.
Pantat.
catfish?
Yeah.
Pantat.
No,
Pantat.
I've
It's
never had
different.
And
Dude.
catfish
It's
it's actually quite macabre because you see them alive, like they show you what asa de mo ma'am.
I
And they
know.
pick
Yeah,
it
I
out
know. I
like
know it.
alive
No,
and they probably
I
I don't
can't
know
eat
how
that. I can't eat that.
yeah. Pinky, do you know why? Do you know why
why.
they put them in those aquariums? aquariums to
Why?
cleanse themselves because they're mudfish.
Lambing.
They're
Lambing.
mudfish, so they
Yeah.
have to be.
Yeah.
You have to put them in clean water so that they
Mm.
don't taste muddy. Because like it's like
Mm.
tilapia, right? Right? Some tilapia, if they're not like a farm tilapia, they taste like
Yeah.
you can almost not that I know the taste of lapok, but like they say you can
You
taste the
kind of
dirt in the
smell it.
fish if it's like
You know
a
how like when it
you can kind of
rains,
smell it.
it
Yeah.
kind of smell tastes like rain, whatever that means. But yes. Oh,
You know
you know
what?
what I
I
really
crave for Colasas barbecue too. I crave for Colasas.
All right, that
Colasas
one
still has that
I
specific old school
crave. I
barbecue.
crave for
I
that kind of
crave for
barbecue.
Colasas, right?
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
it's like the sauce is red. It's bigger slices. It's different. I miss Colasas
All right.
barbecue
May
what
actually. I mean, I
nagpaparinig,
don't
may
mind the small
nagpaparinig.
barbecue.
May
what's
nagpaparinig.
what's one
Colasas
ulam?
barbecue.
What's one ulam that
Uh
oh,
oh,
somebody wants lechon
craving lechon
kawali.
kawali.
You better
Yeah, that's
you
Order
what.
better
na, order
hurry.
na.
You can have
Order na.
order
Order na.
order by grab. Order by grab. And I also have to
Ano
give a
ba?
shout out to Joni Bitoy's barbecue. Bitoy's barbecue is very good. I've ordered from him several times. Joni is, Joni, Mao's cousin. He has a barbecue place called Bitoy's
Only
Barbecue. I'm
pop
giving him
guy?
a shout out because it's addicting. Uh,
It is.
Because we talked about it. No,
I don't know
I'm
if
not
it's
saying that
that.
he's the only pop guy. We talked about it. So every
sorry,
time you
what is
mention
it?
him,
Well, he's
I would
single.
remember the
He's
only pop
single.
conversation. Yeah, I
He,
know.
he's
But
single.
I mean that's
But you know
why
what?
that's
You know what? I had to.
that right.
Dude,
No,
don't
nobody
incriminate him.
wants to
But
talk now.
I had a. Yeah, no, I had a conversation with him before because like he quit from his job and all that, and like I think he quit from his job because he didn't want to get on a plane anymore. He has like a fear of flying,
Right.
and he always have to go to Manila because of his job. So he's like, dude, I don't want to go to Manila. I don't like keep flying anymore. Like, yeah, because of his fears, the anxiety was killing him. So he's like,
That was the
like
only
he quit
thing
his
that we
job. So
yeah, if that's the thing that we talked about before I left for Japan, I mean, I would associate him with, like flying and whatnot. But I think the last time I saw him, it
I
was
know what
you,
you're saying.
me, Yoda, and we were talking about like Unli Pop, one
Yeah,
pop.
it was us.
So
It
every
was us.
time his name
It was
comes
us.
up, I remember that conversation. Unli Pop, is that really true? Like the websites and these like really pretty whatever. And I'm like, really?
Shh.
Can't stop thinking about it.
All right, anyways. Yeah, nagbago na tayo. Nagbago na siya. Tayo naman, din naman kailangan magbago. Wala naman tayo dyan.
When
Magbago
you say Unli Pop, I'm thinking like Unli Coca-Cola.
Magbago ka! Magbago ka! Is that
Do you have
Freddy?
an idea what
Is
we're
that
talking about, Pinks?
Nang
Like
di
when we
ka
talk about like one pop, Unli Pop?
magsisi
Probably
sa
something to do with
huli.
women by
Like,
the looks of your grins.
Dude.
Yes.
No.
It's
Fred,
probably
nothing
you're
good.
better.
It's nothing
You're
good.
better off not knowing. You're better
it's
off not
cool.
knowing.
I'm
All right.
fine.
Pinks,
Yes.
do the
Sure.
honors.
Sisig.
Yes.
Sisig.
What?
Okay.
Do the
Read that.
honors
Read
now.
that. Read that message. Read the message.
Sisig at one of the food places at MTS. I like the ones in Barbecue Boss and Jikong's. The funny thing is, if a food place runs out of certain food, they will order it in other food places. Really? Is that how it goes? Like, you
Same
go
with
to
hardware.
restaurant
That's
A,
what it goes.
Same sa hardware, Pinks. If you go to a hardware or buy an auto part in Uyangurin, they'll
Oh.
never say, wala mi ana, boss. They'll go, today lang, boss, ah," and they'll make a phone
know what?
call, and some guy with a bike, like, arrives with a pieza.
You know what's
Like,
really
where did this come
irritating?
from?
I got that experience when I went to a pretty close by cafe. So I ordered like angel hair pasta, and I ordered drinks. The drinks came. The lady was like, "Ma'am, we'll follow up lang. We'll give you later na lang the angel hair pasta kasi nire-ready pa." 1 hour passed, man, and the pasta wasn't there, and we ran out of drinks. So I was like, cancel it na lang. She was, no, ma'am, niluluto na. As it turns out, the lady had to go to a convenience store, which was like
To
2
buy.
kilometers away, to buy the ingredients for the freaking pasta dish that I ended up having to pay for because they already cooked it. And I felt bad for the tindera. But you know what? If you have a restaurant and you don't have the food ready, might as well
Don't let
tough
the
up. I mean, don't let people wait
Don't-
for crying out
don't let
loud.
the customer wait.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, and she had the audacity to tell me that, ay, di palit pa magog ingredients, ma'am. You could have told me that na wala kayong ingredients.
Yeah.
I could have picked
okay.
something else.
Here's a tip.
That's irritating. Yeah. What?
Tip restaurant owners. When a person goes in your establishment and orders food, it means A, they're hungry. Okay.
I
And B, they
know.
don't have the patience to wait for their food. That's why they ordered food in the first place, because they're hungry.
Exactly.
All right. So if they have 30, 40 minutes to wait for the food to be purchased at the grocery or whatever, then you have the wrong logic there.
Eh di sana
Yeah,
bumili na lang
exactly.
ako ng ingredients.
Ikaw
Umuwi
na
ako
lang,
sa
nagluto ka na lang sa
YouTube,
yeah,
nakakaloka.
exactly. Why go to a restaurant?
Irritating.
And
Yeah.
it's like
Please don't
it's
do
like the
that.
drive-through. You go to a drive-through. They order 2-piece fried chicken. Sir, 35 minutes lang, sir. 35 minutes? What? You gotta catch the chicken and it's a drive-through, I know. And they make you park on the side. They make they make you. I'm like,
and there's always
what
the
do
car
you
that
what
goes
do you
past
do
you.
when right? Okay,
Yeah,
well, what do you do when when they say that like, oh, it's
I say
25
no,
minutes, 30
thank you,
minutes?
I'm fine. Never mind. I'll leave.
well, no. You know what happens? It's too late because you usually pay first.
Right.
Then they tell you. It's like you pay
Right.
already, and then
wait.
you go to the
Right.
next window, and then they tell you, "Dahil lang, sir." So you know what? Plus, there's this guy with a cup asking you for donation.
Do do you give any snide remark or whatever? Like, or just like you'll
No,
just
never.
I go,
Because you might spit in my food, man.
Alright.
Never
No, I don't.
mess
I
with
don't. I
people
don't. I
who
don't.
handle your food.
I don't.
That's true.
I
That's
don't.
true.
I don't. I just
Like,
wait. I just wait. We
I
have no
might end up
choice.
getting like a
And-
cuff burger or a spit spaghetti. I don't wanna
That's
go
true. That's
through, like,
that's a smart move. But then my
Yeah,
dad
nobody's
really can't
perfect.
help
We
it.
understand.
My dad really can't help it. He has to say something. You know, like if somebody says like, oh, 35 minutes or 40 minutes, gidako pang manok day. Like he would always say these things. Like, can you just like stop it? You don't want to spit on your food.
Dude,
Like, he
you
would
know what
say
my
these
mom
things.
does? Here, speaking of your dad, you know what my mom does when she goes to a
What?
restaurant? Dong 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 dong. Now may initubig. She'll ask for initubig, right? And then there's always this like little sausawan with calamansi, right?
Right.
So she'll ask for extra calamansi. She'll make her own calamansi juice. I'm like, my wifey and I were like, Ma, they sell calamansi here. What are you doing?
I love it.
It's like, Juchi makes calamansi. Those calamansi with the net. Like she keeps saying it's
She's
convenient because
Ilocana.
naka-net
She's from
na.
Ilocos. She's
I love.
Ilocana.
Dude, I
I
hope she's watching because she
officially,
knows.
I
That's her
officially
heritage.
love your mom. Your mom is
Yeah.
the bomb.
And,
She is the
and
best.
we could go to a nice restaurant here.
I'm gonna
She
steal
always
that
refers to
move.
the waitress as Dai. She'll always call the waitress Dai. I'm like, Ma, please, wag naman Dai. Like, commiss na
It's
lang
not
or something.
really,
Dai.
it's
Die,
not really
die, die,
about,
die.
well, if you're in Cebu, it's not really a big deal. You
Yeah,
know,
I
people
know,
don't
right?
mention
I
don't
know.
My
die,
dad
I
would
know.
say die or dong.
but
Like he would say
but
that.
here,
Yeah, my
I
mom,
realize
my mom's like Dai.
we
Because
go,
like,
usually go with miss,
anyways.
right? Yeah.
I mean, if it's a decent
But my
place, if
mom-
it's like
my
But you
mom-
know what,
Ihaw-ihaw
Rod?
or whatever.
You know what?
Rod, I'm gonna
Okay.
steal your mom's move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna steal that move.
Calamansi.
Dai,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask for
always.
hot warm water
okay.
and
Yeah,
calamansi.
cool.
I'm gonna do that. I love it.
But
But
here's
I
the
think
thing. Here's
I think
the
only
thing.
yeah, go ahead, guys.
Your mom would
What?
say die die dong dong. My dad would do the same. What I hate is my mom. You know what she would say? Mister. Why would you say Mister?
Kaloko. Mas kaloko.
I don't know which is worse, the dong, the die, or the Mister. My mom would say Mister. Me and Reese would look at her funny, like, why do you have to say Mister?
What would you want her to say then, sir? Sir,
Just
paying
like-
tubig.
Excuse me, or yeah, I would use sir. I usually use sir from
Because my mom goes with kuya. Kuya, gay kong
my
tubig.
sister.
Kuya,
Yeah,
gay
Reese
kong-
would use kuya. I would use sir. I would usually use sir.
Yeah.
Or
Me,
worse,
it's like
full.
bye. I say bye.
Full.
Bye. Naikuan din, bye.
Ay, kung babae.
Depends.
Miss.
Miss. I say miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because
Beautiful.
Mister
Beautiful.
because Mister in the US is kind of like a sarcastic thing, like hey Mister, like it's kind of like you don't really say Mister unless you're like mad at the person. What is this, Mister?
Mister,
Hey Mister, who do you think you are?
Mister.
Mr. DJ. Okay, Puto Bumbong and Sikwate sa Sigal sa Marahan Buda.
Ooh, si
Okay,
Kwate.
yeah, that restaurant that they have when you enter.
I've never been
Sigal,
there.
right?
Never
Sigal
been
in the
there.
Sky.
Okay,
Buko Halo Halo in
anyone-
Tupi. Where's Tupi? Where's
Anyone
Tupi?
craving avocado? You have like huge
Oh
avocado.
man, that's huge.
I know, right?
That's from your house, from your tree.
No, it's on the
Well,
table. I think you bought it from somewhere.
Oh, I have fruits too, Pinks. Are you craving for this?
Avocado.
Quite a large avocado. We used to have an avocado.
Oh, you can see it. You
I
can
can
see it because it's green. It's green.
Manga. Hold on. I was like, hold on. Why can I see the avocado? I don't have a green screen.
Okay,
That's
guess
why.
the fruit. Guess the fruit. Then I'll show it to
Manga.
you with minus the green screen.
Manga.
Wait,
Oh, it
hold
doesn't
on.
work
It's
now.
really
It
not
doesn't
showing.
work.
I have
'Cause
to
it's
remove.
green, right?
Okay, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Is it this one?
Okay, here's
Is it a
the
mango?
inside of it. There.
What the heck is that? A star fruit. What is it? I don't think that's a
Okay.
fruit at all.
It's like a toy, right?
I know it
It
has a
is.
Toy.
shape now.
It's a
Right?
toy. It is.
It comes with a
Never,
knife,
never trust Rod.
a pretend
Yeah, yeah.
knife.
How come you know it?
Snow
It's
has
a knife.
those. Yeah. Yeah, like see, yeah, there you go. It comes with a
I have
knife. There's the
a
knife.
lemon. Why
You
am I
want
showing you the
grapes?
fruits? Oh my gosh. Wonder if that's clean.
Apple.
What is that? An apple, a sliced
Right.
apple, cut in half.
You know
Sliced
what?
apple.
You know what? We just got onto something here. We could
What?
give Ryan's toy review a run for his money. Let's start doing toy reviews. Ryan's toy review.
So here's a toy that sucked.
Dude, like, dude, can you imagine? Dude, Ice, let's do an episode. One time, let's do it. Your daughter has toys. My son has toys. Let's do a toy review episode. Let's see if we can get the millions of views that Ryan gets. Let's see if it works. Let's see if toy reviews works. All right, let's do that.
All right.
We'll spare Pinky because I
Why
don't think
not?
Pinky has
Why not?
toys. But
I'm up for
let's
the
do
challenge.
that. Let's do that. We'll do a toy review episode. Yeah, bring
Dexter's
out Snow's
craving
toys.
for Buko Halo Halo in Tupi. We used to go there before, at least once a month. I miss those days. Patrick, what I hear more recently is Mamsir, which is a good thing.
Mamsir,
because
Mamsir.
it's gender neutral. Mamsir, Mamsir. Sir,
Mamsir,
mom, sir, mom.
Mamsir.
So hold on.
Either
Off
Mamsir or Sir
tangent.
Mom.
A little off tangent. Rod, remember a couple of episodes back you said like we'd show off the dumbest things that we've bought online.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah,
I
you
finally
one?
have something. I have something to show off. It's a fake fringe. It's a fake fringe.
Fake bangs. Fake
Yeah.
bangs.
My sister begged me for it, and it came like in a set of two. So I got one,
Oh my
and she got
God.
the other one. It's like
So you
it's all
tried it?
it is.
I've
Can you
never
see
used it.
It
Do you
looks
use it
so
to hide from
stupid,
people?
man.
Do
It
you
looks
use
so
it to-
fucking stupid.
It
I
looks
don't.
legit though. It
Yeah,
looks
it looks
legit. though.
legit.
It looks legit. Like
If I don't know any
look,
better,
try
I
it.
would say that that's your
Yeah,
bang.
me
It
too.
looks
Oh,
Me
fucking
too. I would if I didn't know it, I would
Seriously.
actually
You're
believe that
rocking
you
a
have
new
bags.
hairdo.
How
I
does
would-
this work?
I would
I
think that it's
don't
your
know how
hair.
to put it on. Oh, it has a clip.
Just put it
And
on
like-
top.
Yeah, it's a set of
And
two
if-
bangs.
And if you have
So-
a bald spot at the back, you can put it on the back.
So yes,
Like a
this
toupee.
is 72 pesos worth of nonsense. So if you're ever interested, 99 is coming along really, really close by now.
You haven't shared your cravings yet. What stuff do you
Oh.
crave for, Pinks? Come on. Holiday corned
Oh,
beef. I know.
oh,
Holiday corned beef.
Yeah, holiday corned beef with a lot of onions. Also, ensaladang talong. I'm an onion kind of person. I like onions. They're good. Raw or
That's
cooked.
good. That's good.
Yeah. Shawarma, I guess. Shawarma is good. What is
Dude,
that?
I want you to see this. What is this?
Ocean.
mo-
What is it?
It's moving, right? Look at the fish. It's moving, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
See? Look
Yes.
at look at it. Look at the see it's moving.
Stop flexing your stuff.
Stop flexing your stuff, pa.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I heard that. I heard that.
That's how children talk now. That's how children stop flexing your stuff. I'm like, this is your book. This is not even mine. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's a pretty cool book, though. What else? What else? Ensaladang talong. You guys like ensaladang talong? I like ensaladang talong. Have you ever had
I
it?
That one's
prefer-
fine. That's one. Yeah, that's okay with me.
I pref-
But I
I
don't really
prefer
crave
poke
for it.
poke.
I don't really crave for it.
I'm a poke
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 poke.
guy. Poke poke.
What's a poke?
Poke poke.
Poke. Oh,
Poke
yeah,
poke.
yeah.
It's Ilocano. It's Ilocano. Ilocano. It's talong, but it's grilled also. But you cook it with the egg, almost like tortang talong, but it's mushed up, and then you you throw in like tomatoes and almost like it's a combination of ensaladang talong and tortang talong.
Torta.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
poke poke
yeah.
is.
There's
It's,
also
it's an Ilocano
poke.
dish.
It's a Hawaiian thing, right? They have the rice bowls.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like, tuna and
Poke
stuff.
bowls, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like kinilaw, almost like it became very popular in
Yeah.
the States.
Yeah.
When I was there 2016, there were so many poke bowl like outlets. I had a friend take me there, and it's I think it's a Hawaiian thing.
It's a Hawaiian.
I think
thing.
it's Hawaiian. It's Hawaiian in origin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. The poke bowls. Okay, so what else do you crave for? Prawn crackers.
Biko,
You crave for
no.
prawn
Oh,
crackers?
no. Ugh, not so much. No, biko. I like
Beef,
biko.
beef.
Biko and sapin
I thought you
sapin.
said. I thought you said
Beef.
beef loaf.
Beef loaf, yes, but only holiday. No other brand but
No.
holiday.
Meatloaf. Nobody likes beef loaf.
Meatloaf
Meatloaf.
is good.
Beef loaf
You know,
sucks.
you know what I
Beef
remember
loaf.
about beef loaf?
Beef
When
Eat
I
loaf.
was
beef
in
loaf.
when
To
I
shout
was
to
in
si Rod,
element,
meatloaf. I eat beef loaf.
beef loaf din sa akin,
Beef
I
loaf
see.
tastes funny.
I can
Meatloaf is
Holiday, right?
good.
Holiday?
Yeah, holiday. Hold
Yeah,
on.
holiday. Between holiday and
Be-
Sun
be-
Pride, I go for holiday. Meatloaf.
I
Oh,
think it's the
you're
same
rich, Rod.
owner.
You're rich.
No, meatloaf is bad. It's still a holiday, but it's just meatloaf. It's like 2 pesos more. What are you talking about? Meatloaf is
You're
like
two
This one,
pesos
I
two
richer.
swear.
pesos.
Yes, holiday
Beef loaf
beef
is
loaf.
kind of nasty. Yeah,
It's
it's kind of
good,
nasty.
man. I mean, with
That
like
was always
lots
on
of
the
Meatloaf.
menu
banana
when
ketchup.
I was there. You know,
Just
when I
meatloaf.
was working for
You
Killer B,
remember
beef loaf is like always
I
on the
don't know if
menu.
I don't know, but I remember my elementary days whenever somebody brings up beef loaf because I would have those Tupperware ula like baonans and
Mhm.
the rice
Yeah.
would have like holes, beef loaf
Yeah,
holes.
because of the beef
Kasi
loaf.
pinatong
Yes.
sa kanin.
Oh,
Right?
here's a
Yeah.
craving. Something
Oh,
I
What's
crave
that's
that?
for my
good.
son.
That is good.
Yeah, we crave for
That's
this.
good.
We crave for this.
Money
You have
gold.
this there,
Tamarind.
Money
Ice?
gold.
Yeah.
Tamarind.
It's some palok. It's so
It's
good. It's
Thai,
like
right?
Right.
It's
Well,
Thai,
is
yeah, it's
Smiling
right?
still
Thai.
around? Patrick is asking, is Smiling still around?
Yes, yes, but you
Um,
have to be careful which
y-
brand you buy. It has to say
they're
Maling because
they're they're
there's
babies.
Myling,
They're babies. They're
there's
children.
Myling, and there's like a lot. There are a lot of fake ones. Like there's
What's
Musling,
Smiling? Is it a
Munchling.
meatloaf? Is it
Yeah,
meatloaf? Is it
it's
a
a luncheon
chicken
meat.
meatloaf?
Is it? Is it a
It's a
luncheon
luncheon
meat?
meat? Luncheon meat. Well,
It
what's a
is.
luncheon
It's
meat?
luncheon meat.
Is it like what, pork
It's
meat? Is it like
maling.
chicken meat?
It's
Yeah.
ground up children. Ground up children.
Papa, Papa.
There was that rumor before, right? They said
I
that
don't know.
maling
I've
is like
never
made
heard
of.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you hear rumors before. It never goes. I mean, it never really spreads because we didn't have social media back then. You would hear
You
of
know,
it, but then
the
it will
worst,
disappear. It will die down.
probably the weirdest rumor I heard was like the whole wag ka bumili ng siopaw kasi dagayan or cat. And the thing
Yeah, I
is,
heard
you know,
that. I heard
have
that.
you ever tried catching a cat? Do you know how difficult it is to get a cat off the streets? Like, would you
I
can
know.
you
I
imagine
know.
someone going
No,
like,
that's really
okay, wala
stupid.
na akong
That's
ingredients,
why I
I'm
didn't
gonna
believe
run
it in the
around and
first
look for
place.
a cat.
Because yeah, it's so hard to catch a
Ridiculous.
cat.
Because you can
And how
always
much
buy
meat?
ground pork.
How much meat can you get
Right.
out of a cat?
And
You know.
and
Exactly.
because
Too. Yeah.
because
Think
because
about
my
it.
friend
Think
said
about it.
it's real kasi they get a lot of cats from the streets. That's why like most of the areas down na may mga siopawan walang cat. I'm like, but like street cats are very skinny, and how hard is it to get one? It's crazy
I know.
difficult. Can you
And
imagine
why?
someone going?
I
Wala
mean,
na
would
tayo.
it be weird? Would it be weird if you see like cats in San Pedro Street? That's kind of weird. You see cats in subdivisions, yes.
Yeah,
I'd be
true.
surprised if I see cats in San Pedro Street or Claveria.
I feel like na walang cat sa mga area na may siopawan kasi probably nasasagasaan ng cat kasi maraming sasakyan or something. Not because some
Yeah, or
random guy
it's not,
picks up.
it's not where they're supposed to be. Like, have you seen
Yeah.
cats in Abriza? There are no cats in Abriza. Does that mean that their food there at
Okay.
the restaurants in Abriza
Okay.
are all cats and dogs and
These are all like
daga?
we can always dispute this. Like what's in lumpia Shanghai? What's in empanada? What's in siopaw? Like it's kind of some kind of meat. We don't know, but it's certainly
It's probably
probably
ground
not.
pork
It's
or
probably not
beef
cat.
or
You know.
chicken.
I mean, like,
Yeah, because
like what
like
Pinky said, it's you can
it's
just go
crazy
buy
hard.
chicken at the grocery. Yeah, you have to
Okay, hold
you have
on.
to boil
Imagine,
you have to boil
God,
the fur out of
God,
the cat.
no,
You have
no,
to
no,
boil
no.
the fur
You
off.
have to
Mas
skin
magastos.
the cat.
Mas magastos.
You
Mas
have to skin
magastos.
the cat. You have to shave it. You have to shave it. You have to
And
skin it. You have to
and how
boil
much
it. You
is
have to
and how much is
debone
siopaw?
it.
And
I
how
know,
much is
right?
siopaw?
It's like
About 25 pesos
20
for
pesos.
cat meat. That's which is like probably which is right. I mean
Wait.
that's great. It's like my friends. Like they always tell me that snake meat is good because it tastes like chicken. I'm like, why don't you just eat
I'm gonna eat
chicken?
chicken.
Why would I have to go get snake just to eat something that tastes like chicken? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if it tastes different, then maybe it's worth trying. But if it tastes like chicken, I'd rather just eat chicken. Why risk going to, get a snake or something just to
So people,
That's
if you
logic.
eat snakes, do not answer the question, what does it taste like? With the answer like,
It
oh, it tastes like chicken. Don't give them that
Tastes like
answer.
chicken.
All right. Tell them that it tastes like snake and it's the best
Yeah,
tasting
it's
meat
the best
ever.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
just give that,
would
answer.
work.
Like, oh, what does it taste like? Oh, it tastes like snake. It's really delicious. And that's it.
It's like caviar.
Oh, it
How
tastes
many
like
people
chicken.
were
Then I
Ugh,
eat chicken.
how many
Have
people were
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
duped by
I
caviar,
just I
right?
do not have the taste buds to appreciate caviar. It tastes so
Exactly.
langsa. I don't understand
Exactly.
what's so good
A
about
lot
it.
of people were duped.
Caviar.
You know why?
No, thank you.
Because of Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Champagne and Caviar Dreams. So we're all like, "What's caviar?" I remember asking my dad or my mom about that. I'm like, "What's caviar?" Oh, it's like whale eggs or something. And we
It's
finally
gross.
got like a big jar of caviar. I don't know who gave it to me. Somebody gave me a big jar. I took one spoonful, and I remember seeing Tom Hanks eat it in the movie Big. It was in a cracker, and he ate it, and he spat it out and like took it off his tongue.
Not
So I was
very
always
good.
curious, and when I ate it, I had the same reaction. It's literally like lansa.
Fishy.
That's the word.
That's it.
It's so
Fishy.
like I don't
Yeah.
get why people like caviar. Maybe I just have a poor person's taste, and it's just only for rich people. But
Mhm.
and even oysters, like certain oysters, like have you had an oyster?
I don't eat
Yes.
oysters.
Yes.
Tastes like
It tastes
canal,
like
man. It's like
it tastes like.
I
Have you
went,
had it? I know, right? I don't know how they
and I
do
know what
that.
canal tastes like. I fell in a canal. I know
From
what it tastes like.
experience. From experience. Yes.
Rod, did
Oh,
you live in
Rod,
the
you
US?
have a question.
Turkey meat is tabang. Turkey,
Turkey
I
meat
don't
it's
like
like
is
turkey meat. I don't like turkey
it has
meat.
no,
no flavor. It's matabang, no flavor.
I
it's
It's
prefer
not.
bland.
chicken. I prefer chicken.
Yeah, I
It's
prefer chicken.
bland.
I'm not a fan of turkey. I only like turkey if it's like
Super
a
sliced
cold cut.
thin.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, no, if
Mm.
it's like a cold palaman sa tinapay, like
Yeah,
the
like
the
Subway.
processed ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I like.
Mm.
But yeah, like Subway, yeah. Because I mean it's like might as well be chicken, doesn't really matter. But if you eat it, that's why in the States, when it's Thanksgiving, they serve turkey with stuffing. Stuffing is the stuff that they put inside. It's breadcrumbs and all this stuff. It gives it the lasa, and then they eat it with cranberry sauce. But at the end of the day, if you eat turkey by itself, it's just like a
Very
big
bland.
piece of dry meat, like
It's
broiler
like white.
chicken compared to Bisaya chicken. Bisaya
It's
chicken is
like
good, right? Matigas lang, matigas lang.
yeah, batigas. It's like breast meat. Breast meat. Yes, like all over.
Breast milk.
Breast milk.
Breast meat.
Breast
Yeah, it
meat.
is. It is.
Breast
It is.
meat.
It's like all
It's
breast
like
meat.
breast meat.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
but all over. Even the red
yeah.
parts are a little
Well,
bland.
Patrick, you don't have turkey meat there in Australia. I'm assuming you guys. Oh, they're mostly crocodiles there, right? Not to
Wow, way
like
to
sound.
stereotype.
But I mean, it's true. Who the heck is their most popular citizen? Crocodile Dundee, right? Come on.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. Oh, you know
I'm
what's
not currently
also
craving a
good?
particular food. What?
Mungo. Mungo. I just screamed
Oh yeah, I
mungo.
love
Sa loob
mungo.
ng-
I love mungo. I love
Mungo
mungo.
is
Okay, how do
good.
you like your mungo prepared? We mungo with what?
Okay,
With with
I have two mungo dishes. One is the ginisang mungo, and the other
gata.
one is boiled with milk and ice. Have you ever had that? Is that just me that eat it?
What?
Eat it?
Are you talking? Are you talking about the one that comes in halo halo?
No. Hold on. Mungo, right? It's mungo. Like for example, you're gonna cook ginisang mungo. So what I do is I
Yeah.
usually get like maybe a ladle full of mungo and let it cool, and then I add milk to it, a little bit of sugar, and like put it in the freezer
Oh
or
man, I don't know.
like
No, I
add some
haven't had
ice.
that.
That's good. That's good. Have you
Ah,
never? That's good,
no.
man.
I like mungo with kalabasa, with like slices of pork and dahon ng sili. I think that's what my wife
Like
does when she
ginataang
prepares
mungo,
mungo.
no?
Yeah, like almost like ginataang mungo. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
how I like it. I don't.
the milk mungo thing that I eat is like kind of like mais con hielo, but without the mais, but with mungo. You get what I mean?
Mungo.
Like, but
Yeah.
mungo con
Okay.
hielo.
Okay. That thing on top of the ice buko, is that mungo?
Puts ice
No.
buko.
Like
No,
Yeah. I
ice
think
ice
that's
drop,
mungo.
ice
I
drop,
think
like
that's
ice
mungo.
buko.
It's
Yeah,
red
yeah.
But
mungo.
it's different.
It's red.
No, it's red. It's
It's
red.
red
It's
bean.
red. It's
Yeah,
red.
That's mungo.
So that's different.
mungo.
That's different.
that's different.
That's
That's
different.
different. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
Okay.
but it's still mungo, right? Red. It's still beans.
See, I'm not crazy. It's a thing. Minatamis na munggo. That's what they eat. It's yeah, it's a dessert snack with mung beans, powdered milk, sugar, and water. That's it.
Have you had
Minatamis na
binakol?
munggo.
Have you had binakol?
What's binakol? Is that a banana? Binatog pala yun. Sorry.
Oh no, it's binatog. I think no, it's maybe not binakol. Maybe it's binatog.
Chicken
I think it's
binakol.
binatog.
Binakol is like the parang what do you call that? Tinola. You
No,
mean
not that.
binatog?
It's like
Binatog
like a
the
dessert.
banana?
Yeah,
The
they sold
banana
they
that-
sold it at SM. I don't know if it's still there, but they had it at SM Lanang before. I bought one. It's they have a stall there. It's like chickpeas. It's like chickpeas. garbanzos, chickpeas. You know what chickpeas are, right?
Binatog.
They
Yes,
make
yes, yes,
hummus.
yes,
They
yes.
make hummus out of it, right?
Hummus.
Chickpeas. That's
Yeah.
hummus. Yeah. So it's like that. It's like they give you a cup, and then it's like it has like coconut or something, and you eat it. And it's like a Luzon treat. I don't know. Maybe it's not a Bisaya thing. I wasn't really a fan, but yeah, I was able to buy it there at the stall there. Maybe
Hold
maybe it was
on.
just the way they
Okay. The
prepare it.
listeners might be able to figure this out. So if that's binatog and the other one is binakol, what do you call the banana that's like crushed and made like discs of like they're pucks, banana pucks? Do you get what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah,
saba na boiled
yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah. I know
crush
what you
it.
mean.
What is it
They
called?
they shape it into biko, right? The biko shape, the circle puck like thing.
Yeah, the puck like thing.
You've
Yeah, yeah,
had
yeah. What
the
is?
biko, diba? You've had biko that's round, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
round
yeah, yeah,
biko in
yeah,
banana
yeah.
leaf. It's kind of like
Mm.
that. My
Bayi
wifey knows what that is.
binaye, bayi,
Huh?
bayo bayo,
Binayo.
Ginakol.
Binayo.
binayo,
Ginakol.
Binayo. Binayo. Bayo. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
binayo, bayo
Um,
bayo, bayi, binaye, something like that. It's also really good.
yeah, yeah, it
But what
is. But
one?
you have to put brown sugar, right? A little bit, like it's kind of
No,
tabang.
I eat it as it is. It's pretty good. Like the
Okay,
one
all
from
right, okay.
the place that sounds like Japan. That's also in SM. There's a there's a
Haltan,
there's a yes. I don't want to say the brand, but yes, they have that there, and it's really good.
Haltan, yeah, yeah, Haltan. Oh, they still have it there.
Yeah, they still
That's
have it
cool.
there. It's pretty good.
Patrick says kangaroo meat is more the traditional meat to eat. Patrick, please describe what kangaroo meat is like. Do you start jumping around after you?
Can you
I
imagine
mean,
eating a kangaroo?
have you had
That's
ostrich
a
meat?
lot of meat. Like, have you seen a kangaroo? How big it is? It's
Just
huge.
the just the tail alone, right?
I
It's like a
know.
huge rat. A
Yes,
kangaroo is like a
big
huge
ears.
rat, ain't it?
Yeah, kinda is.
I
Yeah,
mean, it looks like a huge rat, doesn't it?
it does.
I
It
mean,
does. A huge jumping rat. Yes, kind of looks like it.
yeah.
Why is
So
big
so
glass?
Patrick, what's kangaroo like? I mean, it tastes like chicken too. I mean, I know there's ostrich meat. Have you had anybody had crocodile meat or ostrich meat
No,
here? Because I know
no,
they had that at like the crocodile park.
Right.
no.
No, I haven't had it
I
too. I
can't.
haven't
Does it
had
I
it
taste like
too.
can't.
chicken? Tastes like
I
I'm
pity.
think
assuming that's
that's
what
what I
everybody
always
says.
say.
They pity the chicken now. I mean, chicken is like a scapegoat now. Oh, what does crocodile meat taste like? Oh, it's like chicken. Oh, what does snake
You
meat
know what?
taste like? Oh, it's
You know
like
what I've
chicken.
had.
Chicken.
That's
Just eat
also
chicken.
What
that
does
it
chicken taste
legit
like? Crocodile?
ice. You know what really does taste like
What?
chicken?
What?
Frog
What?
meat.
Tuna.
Frog meat. Frog
Frog
meat.
meat.
They're
Oh man,
like
I haven't
chicken
tried
necks.
frogs.
Chicken
Have you
necks.
have
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
Kind
had
of like
frogs?
Yeah. I've
super.
had chicken legs. Chicken
Yeah,
frog legs. Yeah, I've had.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
like it tastes like chicken.
it's like yeah, it does taste like chicken. I don't know
It
why,
does.
but
It
it
does.
does.
It does.
Yeah.
Both
It
of you
does.
had
It's the
frogs?
Mm.
You
yeah.
had frogs
I had
before?
frog.
I
Oh,
did not know that I
Yes.
was eating frog, but I did have frog.
It.
Yes.
You know what? When I first
wow.
saw it, I thought they were like garlic.
Small
I thought
chickens.
they were
I
good.
thought they
I
were
thought
like
they were
small
garlic
chicken slices.
because it's all muscle. They're like muscles of the legs,
Yes,
right? The muscles of the legs. And then I tasted it. It does taste like chicken. It's
it
actually
does.
pretty good, but the way they prepare it, it's nasty. It's like they actually put it in a bowl and then they remove the skin. Like
Please don't tell
they have to
me.
put it in like have to put it in a bowl. The frog they put it in a bowl. You know what a bowl is, right? Like when you
Yeah.
burn wood and there's like ash. Oh, they put it in ash. Okay, that's what a bowl is. It's ash. So they put it in a bowl and then they grab the like the face and they pull it back. I don't know why they
They
have to
peel
use
it off?
ash for that, but
Crap.
they peel it off. They peel it off.
Oh man.
And then they give it to you. No, I'm just kidding. They peel it off and then they fry it or whatever it is. Usually it's
Right.
adobo. They prepare it like adobo.
Yes.
That's the popular way
Oh
of
man.
preparing it. You know why I know
Is
this?
that
Because
is that how
back in the
hard
day,
life is? I mean,
no,
for those
because
people who
back in the
eat
day,
frogs,
my lola's driver used to mamasol. That's the term that he has his own Indian, not Indian pana, but his pana for like for spear
for like the
fishing, and
frogs.
he has his own like goggles with made of wood, like muroami. And he would go to the creek because we have a creek next to our house. So every time it would rain, the level will rise, and he could get pantat there, he could get frogs there. And there was one time they caught a big sawa. Well, sawas are usually big, and when they open the stomach, it's all frogs, all
Ooh.
frog. Like there's just there's a certain type of frog that's edible. So apparently, the one that we see, they're called American frogs. Now, why are they? What are they doing in the Philippines? May
They
visa ba yung mga
migrated.
yan?
They
May
migrated.
visa ba yung... May
They
kasama
like the
pa ng
weather
Pilipina
here
yung
more.
mga American frog na yan. You know, ever since I was a kid, it was called American frog. Everybody says
American
American
frogs.
frog na hindi
We
na
want to know
makaunt.
what you're doing
Right?
here in our country. Oh, we like the weather here more.
That's British. That's British.
That's
What are you
British.
doing?
I'm so sorry.
I think- what are American frogs doing in the Philippines? They always called it American frog, and they always tell me that they can't eat that. Patrick says, I haven't tried it myself. I live in the city. In the regional areas, it's more common to eat kangaroo meat. The rationale for eating kangaroo is for controlling their population. If they detect that there's a lot of them around, they hunt them down to eat. Makes sense. You know, you don't want to be outnumbered by kangaroos. These guys can box, man.
Yeah.
These guys can box. They just like they like lay on their tails and they go. But
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. But okay,
There's no
how about
kangaroo in Colorado
Vegemite?
Park, right?
How about Vegemite? Have you had
Okay.
Vegemites?
No, no.
I've
No,
had
I've
the
heard
mar-
that's like a
Australian
polarizing
thing.
thing. Marmite. That's British,
yeah.
right? That's the British. Is that the British one or the Australian one? What's the
I think
British
it's,
one? What's the
I think
Australian?
it's the. Is it the British one? I think it's the British one. Yeah.
Okay.
Marmite.
How is
How do
it?
you say
What
it?
does it taste like?
Parang toyo. It's salty.
Really?
Yeah, it's briny and salty. I like it. It's not bad.
What?
It's
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's
good.
either you like it or you
You
don't.
spread it
It's
on
either
your
you like it or you
sandwich.
don't.
You make a
good.
sandwich
Yeah,
out of it.
toast
that's
on
it's
toast.
just
On
it's a
toast.
bread. Yeah, it's a sandwich spread.
Where
yeah?
did you get it? Where did you get Marmite? Where did you find that?
I
Yeah.
had I had a room not here. I had a roommate back then, a flatmate, and
Oh, in
she's
Europe, in
British.
Europe.
Yeah, so she dared me, and I liked it. It's bizarre, but it's good. It's salty.
Oh, Patrick, is Vegemite like Marmite? Is it like salty also, or he's
So
speechless?
it's blank.
I think it's
yeah.
I
probably
think
Yeah,
it's
he's
tastes nothing.
speechless. He's
It tastes
speechless. He
nothing.
doesn't want to talk
He's
about
speechless.
Vegemite.
I
He
can't
doesn't
even.
want to talk
I
about
can't even say
Vegemite.
anything. Nothing's coming out of my mouth. That's how
You don't
bad
like
it is.
it?
That's how good it is.
You don't like
He
it?
doesn't
I-
like Vegemite. No, I've never had it. I want to try it.
Oh, okay.
I want to try
That's
Vegemite.
not
Because every
bad.
time I talk to like an Australian friend, they always talk about it, and they always say like, "Oh, it's
Oh,
the most
he
disgusting
doesn't like
thing in the world."
Vegemite.
Really?
Even my Australian friends, they say that it's really
Really?
What does
disgusting.
it
So-
taste like?
but I haven't had Vegemite, so I wouldn't know. But then, okay, like Patrick,
Yeah.
how would you describe it? I mean, you had
Is
Vegemite.
Vegemite like Marmite? Is it the same? That's the question here.
Right,
Is
yeah.
it the same? Is it salty too, or is it a
this
totally
is-
different thing?
yeah. Does it taste like
It tastes like
sticks
how do you
or
describe it?
Yeah.
It tastes like super spreadable soy
dried
sauce.
leaves?
That's what comes to mind. Soy sauce.
Okay, well, you know, like kimchi. When you think about it, it smells disgusting. It tastes kind of nasty, but it's like a universal thing now.
It
Everybody loves
tastes
kimchi.
good. What are you talking
Right?
about?
I
Kimchi
No,
is
no, but-
awesome.
But I
Like,
I have to
yeah,
say this.
kimchi's okay.
Well, back when I was younger, my dad used to buy a jar of kimchi all the time. We've never heard of it, so it was my dad who introduced it. He would always eat his meals with kimchi back in the States. And whenever we opened the jar, all of us would cover our noses, and my sisters would always be like, "Ew, pa, that's gross."
Why?
But now everybody loves kimchi. I love kimchi. He says it tastes like bland soy sauce. Oh,
Bland
I don't
soy
think I
sauce.
like it. I don't think I will like it. I don't think I will like it.
Bland.
I'm not
If
a
I'm
fan
eating
of like
fish,
soy
yeah,
sauce.
I'll eat
Right,
that with
right.
fish.
Yeah,
Then I'll
It's
bring
not bad.
calamansi.
bread.
Then that's
It's
fine.
not bad. It's not
Really?
bad. It's
You think
should
I like
try
it?
Yes.
Does it have an
You like-
aftertaste? Does it have an aftertaste?
I mean, if you put it
Is it
on
like
bread, it's
pate?
not-
Is it like
No,
liver
no.
pate? No, it's not.
No. It's like I mean, do you like pickle juice? Do you drink pickle juice? Like
I like
the
pickles.
juice?
Yeah, I love pickles.
Do you like the brine?
I don't mind. I can
I
drink.
mean,
I
When
can
you say you
deal
like
with the brine.
pickles, you can eat like one whole pickle, or is
Yes.
Yeah, I can
you
eat.
like your,
Yes.
Dude,
you like
My- I love
pickle
pickles.
on your hamburger.
we buy
Is it that
the
I like
big
pickles.
jar, dude.
You get
We
the
buy the
you get
big jar
the-
at SNR. I said
And you
SNR.
eat
We
the
get
whole
the
jar. We eat the whole
yeah,
jar.
the
You like, so
plastic.
you like
we
pickles.
buy the
Yeah.
plastic. My
Alright,
my
so
son
you
and I
can-
we buy the
alright.
plastic, the
Alright,
kosher.
then
we buy the
maybe you
kosher
like it.
deal.
Maybe you like it.
Yeah, because I mean, if
Oh,
you,
it-
I mean,
okay.
no, it doesn't taste like pickles, but pickles taste kind of extreme. Like I don't
Yeah.
know a lot
You
of
like
people.
pickle juice?
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
pickle juice
Does it taste
is
like it?
weird.
No.
No,
Nothing like pickles.
my logic is if you're into kind of like extreme tasting food, it's not bad.
You're funny.
Okay, I like salaw.
You're
I like
funny.
salaw. Pinky, I like
Do you
salaw.
like
You know what salaw is?
hamburger?
You know what salaw is?
What's
It's
hello?
salaw is like kiamoy, but it's orange. The super salty
Oh.
kiamoy. It's like a Chinese. It's like a dried up prune or raisin, or like a dried up raisin, but it's orange in color and it's super salty. You've never had that kiamoy? It's
No,
like orange.
no,
It's like a Chinese thing, dried like preserved. I like
no, I
that. So
don't.
maybe I might like Vegemite. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I
Vegemite will
mean,
throw
it's
you off since the
healthy.
taste and texture are from a different spectrum
Yeah,
from each
it's a
other.
spread.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay,
disgusting. According to my friends,
Oh,
I
not
get
me.
it.
I haven't had Vegemite, so I wouldn't know. But all my friends are from Australia. Most of the Australians, of course, they'd say like, "Oh, it's really, really disgusting." So you
What
want to try
really?
about
it? Like, no, I don't want to try it.
Pinky? What is that duck fat? The expensive duck fat.
Foie gras.
It's also like foie gras. Have you ever had that? What does that taste like?
I'm sorry, I refuse to eat that. That is one of the most cruel foods in the world. It's made
So
from like
like
duck liver or goose liver, and
like
sometimes,
fattened, right?
yeah,
Like they force feed the duck.
they force feed the duck and the goose just to harvest their livers
Well,
that
have
are
you had goat
enlarged.
meat? Have you
No,
had kambing?
I don't want to eat kambing. They look a lot like dogs. I can't,
And
I
you
can't.
and you know what
I'm
you
sorry.
know what they do to kambing before they roast
I
it?
don't want to know what.
They force the kambing to drink a whole lapado of vinegar.
Shut up.
Yeah, they literally like I
Seriously?
see it all the time. We're Ilocanos. We have kambing in the house. So they literally get the kambing, they stuff it with Mount Apo vinegar and like
Oh,
let the kambing chug it, and the kambing's eyes will turn
my
white.
God.
And
I
then it gets
don't know.
drunk. It gets drunk. It goes like the tongue comes out. It just like
Oh no,
and
stop.
the reason why they do that is the vinegar kind of like removes the ansoness of the kambing, like the nastiness of the kambing inside, because you know how kambing is, it's kind of like it has that gamey flavor sort of. So to remove that, they make sure that it kind of renders it, like it weakens it so that when they roast it or whatever, it's easier, it doesn't struggle.
Oh
But
man.
it is kind of mean. It's very cruel. I've seen these things as a kid. People don't really do that anymore. Like Raj has never seen, and I don't think Raj has ever seen a chicken like have its neck sliced off, right? I'm sure we all grew up with that, right, Ice?
Hmm.
Like I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
we had like a chicken in our neighborhood where like, okay, we've seen the chicken literally like get grabbed in like his neck, like the throat. Like, my son has never seen anything like that. If he sees something like that, he'll be traumatized. You know, like a lot of kids don't see stuff like that anymore. So yeah, so we just see it like all prepared and everything.
All right, we have
Calderetang kambing.
yeah, we have Yamada-san. Yamada-san, calderetang kambing, so freaking delicious.
I'm not a fan of goat either, but my wife is. I am Ilocano, but for some reason, I'm just not a fan of kambing. I think it's the same with Pinky because they're kind of like
They look
dogs.
like dogs.
Yeah,
One
they
of
are
the
kind of like dogs.
one of the reasons why I swore off pork. I think I was like in college when it started. I attended a party and I saw how they killed the pig, and that just it was just sad. It was very sad and
Okay.
mean for the
Do
for
you
the
know
for
how
the pig.
they keep? Do you know how they keep the pigs on a leash? You know how the dog has a collar. You know how pigs are kept on a leash.
How? Although I
They
regret
they
asking
pierce
this
they
now.
pierce the ears. They pierce the ears. They put a rope and then they put like a washer
Oh,
so
that's
that
so mean.
the thing won't go through the whole of the
Oh, that's
ears of
so
the
mean.
pig. So the pig actually can't run away because it has holes and it has like those washers that you use for takyan to make
Oh
takyan with.
man.
So it holds the rope there, and then like you see pigs like tied like that, and they literally like because they don't put it on the neck, they put it here, and that's kind
That's
of
so
cruel,
mean.
man. Have you
It
guys
is.
eaten horse meat?
No,
No, but
I don't
I've
think I
seen it done in
can.
porn. I've seen it done in porn.
I'm sorry, there's a porn like
Not that
category
kind of meat.
dedicated to oh, for fuck's sake. Never
Pinky, do not
asked.
type horse at any porn sites. All right, you will be
Okay.
traumatized.
Really?
All I'm
I want
saying.
to check.
Don't type
I
horse.
want to check. How do you
Right.
spell that? With a
You
W
will
or
never
Pornhub.
see
with an
horses.
H?
Horse.
You'll never see horses the same way again. You'll never look at a horse the same way again.
All right.
Hold
So
on, are
Okay,
you
have you
telling
Yamada-san
guys
me?
eaten
asking
horse meat?
Gabby, what does it taste like? Horse meat. I don't know.
Horse.
What does it taste like? Chicken again?
Chicken.
Kawawa na
No,
talaga yung chick.
Kumain na lang kayo ng
why,
manok.
Gab?
Maawa naman kayo sa
Are
horse.
you are you selling horse meat? What's going on? You know, but I remember
Have
when we
you
used
guys
to.
eaten horse meat? Why are you selling? Or are you giving it away for
No, 'cause
free?
I
What are you
remember
asking?
back then when my because my Lola, we, you know, the house help who passed away, who like lived with us and all. And I remember, you know, the story. But anyway, she used to put like meat, like beef meat, and dry it on top of our. We had a swing, like a playground swing in the house, old house, and on the roof she would put her batteries there, and she would also put like dry meat to make tapa. You know, and that's like maybe the traditional Ilocano way to make tapa. And I remember whenever we eat tapa, and if it's hard, my Lola will always say this is probably like horse meat. So I was like, as a kid, I was thinking, wow, like if it's bad meat, if it's hard meat, it's horse meat. And I was also thinking, well, isn't horse meat like more expensive than like cow meat or beef? But I don't know. Apparently that's okay. There are a lot of horses walking around, rather all what? Is this supposed to be a joke? I think they're all taking ivermectin.
Huh?
Is ivermectin like a Viagra or something? Is that what he's saying?
No,
No, it's that
ivermectin, I think
drug
it's
that
for
they
horse.
say. Yeah, it's a drug
Yeah,
that they say
it's
can cure
actually drugs
COVID.
for horse. There are a
It's
lot
a
of
veterinary
horses
drug.
walking around, Rod. They're all taking ivermectin. Yeah, because I think it's for horses. Ivermectin is for horses.
It's a
Okay.
veterinary drug.
Yeah,
So
mainly
so what does
used
that have to do with a
for
lot of horses
horses.
walking around?
Because a lot of people are consuming it, so they're horses. Because that's for horse. That's for a
Oh,
horse. So if you're taking it, you're a horse. Well, that's what he's trying to say. Because
so
ivermectin is
what is it?
actually for horses.
So why are they taking it? Why would
That's
people take it?
exactly the
Aren't
question there.
aren't dogs like also one of the target like species? I want to say of ivermectin. I know it's
Oh, it's
for
being
the
used to
kuto,
treat
right?
COVID. Okay.
Yeah,
No, to
it's
treat
for
COVID.
kuto, right? Ivermectin is for kuto, like the fleas and the parasites. It kills like fleas and
It's
parasites on your
anti-parasite.
dog.
Can treat infections caused by roundworms, threadworms, and other
Yeah,
parasites.
yeah. For dogs, I think they use that for dogs too. Apart
Okay,
from
why
maybe
are
horses,
people taking this? What's
because
going on? I never
because
heard of this.
because they say it cures COVID, and I think it
So, but
just started with
it's not from
it
doctor. It's
which
not administered by doctors, right?
it's
It's not
not
administered. They just do it
No,
on
it's
their
not.
own.
It's not even
the
FDA
F
approved.
the
Okay, okay,
FDA
all right.
said no, don't take ivermectin. There are no studies to prove that it's effective at all, and it might even be dangerous since it's a drug for animals, not humans. But
Yeah, it says
a lot
here
of people are
horse
taking it.
dewormer falsely believed to treat COVID-19
Oh god.
in short supply in
Falsely,
Reno.
falsely,
Yeah.
falsely.
Ivermectin. So it's a
So
dewormer.
you know somebody's lying when you ask them, "Hey, did you take ivermectin?" No, I didn't.
Did you take ivermectin? Paching!
And then they
Ay,
kick you.
panipa, Brad. Panipa.
Okay, Gab says, I've eaten horse meat accidentally before. What, you tripped and you landed on a horse and you bit it? No, he said, they didn't tell me it was horse meat until I already ate some. It tasted kind of like turkey. Okay,
Alright,
for the
Malayan
first
turkey
time,
na.
it didn't
At
taste like
least
chicken.
turkey.
For the first time.
Alright. Alright, at least.
For some reason, politicians endorse them to the public, which is okay. I don't know, man.
Well,
I mean,
politicians.
heck.
I mean, you should listen to your
I think-
doctor and not to politicians.
Politicians?
It's-
Wow.
It's one thing. It's one thing to use a horse's shampoo, right? Like the mane and tail
And the
to
tail.
make your hair
Yeah.
thicker. It's another to actually use its medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's a
true.
totally different thing.
Like even with the shampoo,
Totally
I tried
different.
it. It didn't work. I mean, if you're gonna lose your hair, you're gonna lose your hair. Doesn't matter.
Dude, Jeff Bezos
matter
is
what
the richest
shampoo
man
you
in the
use.
world.
I know, he
Nothing
doesn't have
did
hair.
anything. I'm pretty sure he has all the
Exactly.
money in the world.
I know.
Maybe he
like,
prefers
when-
it that way, Rod. Maybe he likes how he looks. That's why he's not done
You have a
anything.
point. You have a
Right?
point.
I
You
mean,
have a
maybe
point.
it's part of his
Maybe-
appeal.
Maybe he actually spent money to be bald,
No,
you know?
I mean, who doesn't
Possibility.
like hair? I mean, I miss my hair. I haven't had hair for the longest time now. I missed combing hair. I
I-
missed styling hair.
I can mail this
I've
to you.
actually
Just give me your address.
Pinky, you're funny. You're funny, Pinky.
I know she's
That's a
funny
good one,
tonight.
that's a
Yeah,
good She was
But the
waiting
thing
the
is,
whole
like,
night to bring
no,
that up.
I
I
gave
know,
it a
right?
long
Waiting
time
the whole
ago.
night.
I just shaved my head. If there's like a public function and I can't wear a hat, I just like shave my head. That's fine.
Yeah, but here's the
I mean,
thing:
there's
I've gotten
not- I
used
can't
to
save my
seeing you
hair.
with no hair, though. like you might look weird to us now if you had hair. Like you look good. I mean, like we've gotten used to you. Like
Well,
Joe.
yeah, well,
Joe now, like Joe always has like a skinhead
like
now. Like, and we've gotten
Joe
used
yeah.
to
is
it.
bald.
When he grew, no. He just has the skin. Like he cuts his hair like really short all the time now. So like when he grows, he kind of like
Oh,
it looks
sorry.
like he's unkempt. Like
I
he
was
looks like he's
thinking.
unkempt. You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
thinking about Chuck. I was thinking, didn't Joe have long hair?
No, no,
No, it's
no,
Chuck.
no. Mao
That
has
was
like
Chuck.
short hair. Mao
Yeah,
has like
yeah,
hair
right,
like this.
right, right. I remember. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Chuck had
Yeah,
long
Joe,
hair.
Joe,
I
right? Joe
recently had
always
long
like
hair.
shaves his hair now,
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
so and it looks
but
good on him.
Chuck cut his hair a long time
I'm
ago,
losing my
right?
hair.
I remember seeing him. I think it was still working, like in here in
You
Davao,
were,
and he already had short
you
hair.
were.
But for a long
Yeah,
time, he had
you
long
were.
hair. Yeah, yeah,
You
that's
did,
true.
you did. You had long hair. You
Did you
look
ever
like the
go through
guy
that
from Intro
phase?
Voice. Long hair.
No,
He looked
size
like the
A.
Joan.
He looks like
Tinatad
he
ba
looked
kami?
like the guy from
Dude, that
size
guy's
A.
old. Joey
Yeah,
G. Dude, he's
yeah,
much
with like
older. Come on.
long hair. Yeah, but they both had long hair. Did you ever have that
Too
face?
many. No, not that. My hair like grew up to here only. But if I stretch it out, it goes up to here. But my hair like it starts to curl up. You know, it starts to curl. So I only had like up to
Kulot
here.
ka pala.
Yeah. I'm wavy hair, but it gets like
Wavy,
look at
wavy. Yeah.
Diego's hair. What are you talking about? Have you
Right,
seen
right,
Diego?
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has like curly hair.
Yeah,
Diego.
Hair all
my
over.
hair's like that. When I grow up, my hair's like that. Like it goes like to
How about
here.
you, Ice? Did you have like straight hair or curly hair? I don't remember really. I
It's
don't think I do.
wavy, but
I
not
looked
that
at
Straight.
your
wavy.
hair.
Not as wavy as Rod's, but it's a bit
Yeah,
wavy. It's
mine's
not really
wavy. Mine's
straight.
wavy.
It's mildly wavy. It's
So
not
if you grow
super
your,
wavy.
did you have to rebond your hair, Ice? Because I've had my hair like rebonded many times, like
I
straighten, like
remember in
pastitan
college when
hair.
I had it stretched, but
Yeah, I had it
then
stretched
so
too.
I had it stretched. I don't think
You had your hair
rebonding was big at that
stretched?
time. Then it was like a sort of like a treatment.
Yeah.
Relax.
Oh, not rebond,
Yeah,
not rebond.
yeah,
Stretch.
Relax.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
What's
like I
Stretch.
think
stretch?
at that time it was like they call it stretch.
N-
So it was
Not
stretched. The
relax.
first
It's
time I
called
did it,
stretch. It's called stretch,
What
Pink.
is
yeah,
stretch?
right. That
It's
time
called
it was like
Stretch.
stretch.
stretched. Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's
like
called
Stretch.
yeah.
stretch. It's called stretch.
At that time they call it stretch. So I had it stretched. The first time I had it, it was very good. I felt like, or it looked like it was
Was it
Nick
like
Carter's
Snape's hair?
hair.
Like Snape's
No,
hair.
no, because I had like that Nick Carter look, like that hairdo. So
Wow, Nick
it
Carter.
actually looked like that, like
The
Nick Carter,
Kimpy. The
diba?
Kimpy, right?
Then
The Kimpy.
then the
The
second
Wawi
time,
Digasman.
the second time I stretched it, dude, it
Yeah,
was
wow,
too
with the
skig.
Guzman.
It was too skig the
Dude,
second
you
time
know,
around.
dude, you know
So
why? You
I just
have
like cut it short.
you have to have it hot oiled after. Because like
That's
if you don't, you
why.
have to
Wow.
have hot oil. Dapat na hot oil. Because that
Right,
and you know when you have your hair stretched at a cheap salon, because the first
right.
thing they do is put baby powder. They put baby powder on your head. I'm like, what's the baby powder for? Apparently, because the medicine or the cream that they use to stretch your hair is strong, so it could burn your skin. And they
Right.
actually put like this like cream, and it's like it kind of stings a little bit. You can kind of feel it in your head. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
like
yeah.
this,
That's
you
true.
comb, right?
That's true.
Right? They comb it kind of
That's true.
stings a little bit.
That's
And then they
true.
put you under this like
Yeah.
this heating thing, and then you stay there for like 30 minutes. And then
Mm.
I was told that you have to have it hot oil, but you have to pay extra. So most my friends who
Yeah.
had their hair straightened or stretched did not have the hot oil treatment after, not to skig.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
right. Yeah,
why,
not too
because it
skig.
kills your hair. It basically
Yeah,
burns your
it
hair,
does kill your
like it
hair.
destroys your hair.
So I
Yeah,
just
it
like
kills
had
your
it like
hair.
cut, and I think that's when like 98 degrees came about, and they had those like spiky hair, and I just like rocked it with that. Like after like when that hairdo came out, that was my hairdo until I lost my hair. Just like
Until you,
with with
yeah, that was
with
it.
the gel and stuff. Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Yeah, I remember that hair. I mean, Jet Boy was the guy. We would always go to the same like. I think it was at Farida or at Jovet Pichon at Salon Nicole. That's where we used to go. I used to go with Jet Boy because Jet Boy also had that same hair, but Jet Boy had
Yeah.
straighter hair than me. But he also
Like
had it stretched.
everybody from our generation would
Everybody
know
had that hair.
Farida and
Everybody had
Jovit Pichon.
Jovet,
Yeah,
Jovet, and Ray Campesino. Don't forget Ray
Rey
Campesino.
Campesino,
Those guys.
Farida, Jovit
um,
Pichon, and
God,
yeah.
who else? There's another one along Rizal Street.
You
Yeah, yeah, that's
there's like Yoyi
Diding Lopez.
yeah. There's one. There's that one. There's that guy too.
Diding
Diding Lopez is
Lopez.
like popular for women. I think women Diding Lopez is like kind of popular for women.
Okay,
Is Diding
that's like
Lopez
the
from
old
Davao?
school.
Is dating a
Yeah, she
Davao
my
stylist?
wife
Yeah, she had a
goes
salon,
to beauty
right?
Lopez. Yeah, she
Okay,
had a
okay, all
salon.
right. I thought it was like, okay.
But for men, it's like Farida, um,
Jovet.
Jovet Pichon, Ray Campesino, and
Yeah,
My,
okay.
Sheila Magpale. Sheila Magpale.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
those
that
Sheila
one too.
Magpale was
are
Ray
those
Campesino's assistant,
are those
or
salons for
she
men?
or
Really?
he. Yeah,
Those are
No, no,
salons for men.
it's usually for women, but there are a lot of college students there.
yeah.
You see, a lot of college students go.
I remember going
Well,
to
some
Ray
of them
first
were
because
ice and I.
my auntie took me there at
You
Ray's.
remember where his salon was? Do you remember where his
Yeah,
salon was? Imperial,
Imperial Building, right?
Imperial, yeah,
Imperial Building.
Imperial,
So
yeah.
my auntie took us there, and I had my haircut there the first time. It was Ray who did it, but then Ray was like so busy with his boyfriend that every time I would go there, it was Sheila McPally who would like cut my hair. Then eventually, Sheila
Okay,
McPally had her
had her own
her like,
salon.
well, yeah, like her own salon.
Yeah,
I'd use her,
salon.
so she has her own salon now, and so I like I moved. I went to Sheila McPally, and like I would have my hair done there. But then she knew that I was a radio DJ, and she wouldn't make me pay. She was just like, "Oh, it's okay, it's free."
Oh,
So
like
like
an oh, that's
so.
nice. That's
But
nice.
yeah, but then the thing I was like, oh, I don't like to owe people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know it's probably
Yeah,
like, oh, I could like send some shout outs or whatever, but I stopped going there because it's kind of like it made me, or it made me feel uncomfortable with that setup, like not paying. So I just like I found
yeah.
Yoyi, like Yoyoy, whatever that's his name. He has this parlor somewhere in Illustre. It's not Illustre, but Arellano in Arellano. So then
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
it. Then I started losing my hair, and I just started going to the barber to just like have it shaved. It's a really sad story.
It's, I know
I
back
have so
then we
many
did so much to our
questions.
hair. We yeah. I mean, like I started with Farida. Farida salon was next to Palma Hill School, if you remember, along
Yes, yes,
Quirino,
yes, yes,
right?
yes,
Right.
yes,
But
yes.
Farida salon, because Farida was kind of like very
That's
wholesome.
Master
But I just
Yoda's.
remember,
That's Master Yoda's hairstylist, Farida.
yeah, I trusted
Farida
Farida with my
Sanchez.
hair. Jovet, I was kind of like scary because Jovet would always say shampoo or shampoo, and the shampoo area was at the back. Right? Like, like everybody would look at you like if you're going in the back of the salon. It's like that's not going to be shampoo, But anyway, it's like so. But the thing with Farida though was Farida always reminded me of Kalawan Mayor Sanchez. Remember the
Yes,
guy who
yes,
like was
yes,
accused of rape, but this was wearing that funny wig.
yes,
But
yes, 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 yes,
yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
Farida, Farida was always a very very nice. I wonder where Farida is and how Farida is now because I mean I remember Farida was
Yeah,
always
he
very
was
nice,
he
and
was
I
real friendly.
remember
He was always friendly. I remember
and
Master Yoda and that guy that I told you that I lost. I lost contact with the guy who went to America. He stole something from Farida. I think he stole like two big
really,
whatever. Like yeah, he stole something from him,
oh
and went
man,
to Jovet Pichon's parlor, and then Farida called Jovet and like, are those guys
you
there?
found
Like
out.
they just took something from me. Like
Oh my
hey, where's the
god,
thing? So they left it
oh,
there with Jovet and like
oh my god,
they're like,
Farida's a nice
yeah, you should
guy.
be careful. Like, yeah, he's a nice guy. Like, so I
Yeah,
think
he
Jabet got
actually
the
adopted
thing from
like
them. But yeah,
two of his nephews and sent them to school. And I asked him, "Oh,
right.
that's nice of you." And he said, "Yeah, because I'm gonna grow old and no one's gonna take care of me." And I think a lot of gays, they have that worry that in the future they'll grow old and they don't have immediate family to take care of them because they don't have their own children. So what they do is they
Right.
adopt a relative and they have all
Okay,
this
that's
money
what.
to
Okay,
themselves. So
since
right,
we're talking about craving, that's what I crave for. My hair, having my hair done. I crave for that because I can't
yeah,
do
well,
that.
it's okay, man. You
Segue.
look good. You look good. You look good. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. You look good without the hair.
Still,
Pull it
bagay,
off.
I
bagay.
know, right? But it's
Yeah,
still. I mean, can you
yeah.
imagine losing your hair? I mean, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I miss those times when like, oh, what kind of hairdo will I go for next month? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, should I
Yeah.
have like the David Beckham type, or should I grow it long, or should I have the like I miss
Okay.
those
What
days
was
when
your
you could.
best hair? Like, what do you think was the hairstyle that suited you the most? If you now with the experience and the maturity that you have, like looking back, which hair do you think is the one that if you could stick with one hairstyle, minus the bald hairstyle, lack of hairstyle, which
I
one would
think
you
the
stick
the
with?
the
Because
the later one, the one with the gel, where like you have to like the boy band the boy band, hairdo,
Yeah,
like the 1980s
yeah, yeah.
hairdo. I
Picture.
think, yeah.
Sample, sample.
I,
Do you have
I
a
think I know
photo?
how that looks like. I know how that looks like
Right?
on you. I know what hairstyle you're talking about.
Oh, you haven't
Did you
seen
ever
me with
color your
that
hair?
hairdo, Pinks?
Did, did,
I don't
did
think
you
I've
ever color
ever
your
seen
hair,
you with
Ice?
hair.
Damn it!
Did you
I don't
ever
think
see you
Really?
with hair?
I don't. No,
Really?
honestly, I don't think I've ever seen you with hair. That's
All right,
why I
hang on, hang
really
on, hang
can't
on.
can't
Okay, I think my
say.
graduation picture is somewhere here. All right, okay. Okay, you guys
No,
stop.
Ice went from 60 to 0 real quick. Like I did not see the slow balding process with
No,
Ice.
no, no, no.
I I didn't see it. Like all of a sudden he just decided to make his hair like just like no hair. He wasn't like, slowly balding and all that
No,
stuff. Oh,
because
wow.
balding is not being bald is a decision.
A
All right,
choice,
but
yes.
balding is like it's just like sad. So I decided like, oh, I'm going like like the hairlines,
Ah, hold on,
like
hindi pala brought
no,
on by the accident ang iyong
no,
baldness.
no.
You
I just like I
decided to
started
just
losing hair and what, yeah. So it's just like
you cut it all off na
people
pala.
would assume that, but I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think because my brother who's in Canada, like he doesn't have hair
Is
anymore too. He didn't have an accident or anything, so
He
it's just
lost
like
it.
yeah,
He also slowly lost
it's
it.
yeah. It's
probably in
just
the
like
family, in the genes.
Yeah, but
right.
Ice
So
Pop had hair the whole time.
yeah, I know. That's why. That's why I was
Ice
like,
Pop had
oh,
hair the whole
what
time.
happened? It's probably because of the gel. It could be because of the gel.
It could be
I
from
Seriously?
your
would say
mother's
because of the
side.
gel.
It could be from your mother's side though. It could be from your
Yeah,
mother's side.
I was messing with my hair a lot, when I was young. So probably that was the reason. All right, okay. Here's a picture of
Ice with
my
hair.
graduation. All right, I'm gonna
We all had
share
the
this.
Wawi de Guzman hair, dude. We all had the Wawi de
All right,
Guzman box
I
box
know,
style. We all had it.
right? Hang on. Share screen. Okay. Share Chrome tab. All right, Facebook. There you go.
Let's see.
Boom.
Iceman
There
with
you go.
hair. That's the hair that you're sticking with. That's the hair you would stick with.
Oh my
Yeah.
If you had a
gosh.
choice.
Dude,
Right,
that
Does
doesn't
he look
even
different?
look like you. He looks
Does he?
crazy different.
Yeah,
He
this
looks
was
so
like what?
thin.
I was 20 at this point. I was
That looks
20.
like somebody else entirely.
It does
But eyes,
actually.
I gotta say, you aged well. You don't look
He
old.
did. He looks.
You look,
Iceman looks young.
I know, he looks young.
I try
I
not
mean,
to. I
like,
try not to. Okay, here it is.
I mean,
See?
yeah, he looks young.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god,
that's you remember. You don't
Sai! Kasi
you
it's so
don't remember Ice like
tiny.
that, Pinky. You don't
No,
remember Ice like that.
no,
I know, right? Because Pinky wasn't around during my early days. Because
I
Yeah,
don't
even
remember.
like
I
the
don't.
early days in QRB, I looked like this. My hair was always like this. So I think
no,
when
I
you
don't
came in, there
remember.
was a time when I was like already shaving my head
Yeah,
because it was
yeah,
going
I
there.
remember.
It's already
Mm,
going there. I started losing at the back of like like those priests, like
yeah,
like
the,
those
the
yung mga
praile.
praile, the
Yeah,
praile
Yeah,
the
hairdo.
Padre
like
That was
Damaso.
Paulo,
slowly happening.
Like Paulo
Yeah.
Tapia.
Yeah. That sort of hairdo. So I started shaving my hair. Like
I'm
in
just,
front, it would be like okay, but so I couldn't.
but I
I
mean, can
couldn't
I
take it.
just say, look at how adorable Kaka Reese looks.
She's
She's
a
so
baby.
tiny. I
She's such a baby.
know.
Yeah, such a
How
baby.
old was she
And now
there?
she's
I think
talking back.
she's 6 or no. She's
Oh,
like 7 or 8. She's like
that's
7 or 8.
adorable. That's
Yeah,
adorable. You guys are
here it
super
is.
close. You
Okay,
know?
Right.
Pinky? Does it make you sad to see people grow up? Like, right? Like
Yeah, a
like
little.
I look at Roger's old pictures. I'm like, oh man, back to craving, guys. He craves his hair. That's a craving. He said he craved his hair.
What I said. I crave for my hair. Oh, so
That's
Gabby, you're
legit.
so insensitive, man. Oh,
That's
all
so
right. Let's go back to
legit.
food then.
All right.
Okay, let's go back
So,
to food.
okay.
Okay.
I miss my hair.
Final craving because it's 2 hours now and counting. How many hours
And
is the
Iceman has
show?
to be up early tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Hold
Okay.
on, where is
So,
it?
okay, what do you
Oh,
crave?
hold
What do
on.
you crave? Okay.
You go
I would
ahead.
say okay. All right. Okay. Who wants to go first?
What craving? I mentioned it. Curly tops, KFC, fried chicken. I crave Spanish sardines, but I think my uric is high, so I'm kind of careful with Spanish sardines. But I do.
Yes, I love
Lucky me, pancit canton. I mean, up to this day, you would say what you want to say. When you're hungry, you need food. Lucky me, pancit canton, and fried egg. Right? I mean,
Fried
at the
egg
end of the day,
topping.
that's still it still hits the
Yeah,
spot. It still hits the
it's
spot, right?
the food to go. Yeah, to choose whenever
Yeah,
you're
it's just
hungry.
consistent. It's consistent. Like I tried Quick Chow, I tried all the other brands. They can't get Lucky Me's taste. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Lucky Me just that, and they improve their noodles consistency. So hopefully we
Have
get a
you
sponsorship. But anyway,
have you answered, guys? Have you answered the question?
you mentioned
I would
honey. That's
say,
it.
yeah, I mentioned honey, but
What's
um,
honey?
honey
Haney?
is like the chocolate,
The chocolate.
Hany, the honey
Is it
chocolate,
honey
like the
or
chocolate.
Haney?
Yeah, I know,
People say
right?
Haney.
You could say
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Haney,
Haney.
yeah.
but yeah, okay. So yeah, that one honey and
Ding
chicken
dong. Ding dong
barbecue.
is good.
Ding dong's okay, but I
The
would go
red,
for
the green
safari.
one.
Safari
Oh,
was the one
safari
I
is
consumed a
good.
lot
Yes,
when I was in uni.
No,
So safari was,
Safari. Oh yeah, yeah.
safari is
Safari.
good.
Safari's
Safari is
safari.
good.
great.
Yeah,
I was in my
it's
senior
super
year when
salty, but it's yeah, Safari's good.
Also,
And the
those things
sunshine.
can kill you.
cellophane is manipis.
Sunshine green tea.
Sunshine. I
Yes,
was gonna say
Yeah,
sunshine. Yes,
sunshine.
right,
but
yeah.
but
Those two go in hand in
the
hand.
two are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trusting.
Yeah.
Safari.
That's the
Ang ang ng Safari feeling buksan, right? The
yes.
sunshine, it's hard as hell to open,
Difficult.
It
right?
Yes.
is.
Safari.
It is green peas.
What about
I
what
mean, if you
about
want to die
winter?
early, eat these things on a daily basis, and you'll
What
surely
about
die
winter
early.
fresh? Is it winter fresh? Is that winter fresh?
Winter fresh.
Cool
The
fresh.
green candy,
Cool.
cool fresh. The green
No,
candy that
Stay
you like, yeah,
stay fresh.
stay
Stay
fresh.
fresh.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on,
It's
hang
like
on,
a
hang on.
green
Is there still a
candy,
Max
green round.
candy? Max
No,
Yeah, there's
candy.
still
it's
Max.
Is it still
it's
around?
that
Yeah,
Max
green.
Kamoy.
candy?
I
Yeah,
love
yeah, yeah,
Kamoy.
yeah.
Jepoy.
Yeah.
I love Kamoy. I mentioned that earlier. I love Kamoy.
No more Max
Okay,
candy these days.
meron pa.
No,
Ang
there's still
dami.
Max.
Iba-ibang flavor eh.
All right, okay.
Stork ang
Yeah.
wala na. Stork. Stork doesn't exist anymore, I
Stork
think.
doesn't exist.
No,
Wala
my
na bang
stork
Snow
pa.
Bear.
My
Pero iba na
stork
yung
It's
pa.
Snow
itsura
Bear.
niya. Iba na yung itsura
Yeah,
niya.
it's not the yeah, it's like that
Green
rapper now.
is
Yeah.
Stork.
Rod.
White
Stork,
is
hindi
Snow
yung
What?
stork
Bear.
yun. Read it carefully. It says star. Starr.
Oh yeah, it's still green, but yeah, you're right. You're right. I did check that.
Yeah, it
Yes,
isn't. Yeah, it's not. It's the same guy though. It's the same drawing, but it's a different
but
name.
it's
I don't know
star.
why. Yeah,
It says
but
star.
okay. Before I forget, my craving, my go-to is like banana and peanut butter. Have you ever had that combo? Peanut
Banana
butter
and
and
peanut butter.
banana.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
Peanut
Banana
butter and
na ano
banana?
yung like
No.
All
lakatan,
right.
Peanut
like
butter and
lakatan.
banana?
It's perfect.
Yes,
It's perfect.
it's
Lakatan.
perfect.
Yes,
Shit, no.
perfect.
It's
It's perfect.
good, man. It's
It's
great.
Perfect?
perfect, guys. Oh,
Fabulous.
Okay.
look
Really
at
good.
this. Look what we have.
Snickers, peanut butter,
Ooh,
crunchy.
what do you call that?
Interesting,
Carbs.
huh?
Fats, sugar.
Snickers,
Yes.
peanut butter.
Snickers peanut butter.
There's
Yes,
a
that's what it
Snickers
is.
peanut butter.
Yeah, my wife. I don't know where my wifey gets this stuff, but she got it.
We
Probably
get
at
Is
these.
it
SNR.
legit?
See,
Is
it's
it
almost
legit?
done. Yeah, it's almost. Look at it. It's
Mine-
almost almost, man. What are you
mine
talking about? Look at that.
I can't have that around my house because my
Why?
daughter's like allergic to peanut butter. So
Yeah, me too. I get rashes, but hey, peanut butter is great. So yeah,
really,
but it's yeah.
but you're
I'm
not allergic to
And
peanuts,
Pinky,
right?
I'm
You're
allergic.
allergic to
Pinky.
peanuts.
Yes, I do. I am allergic,
Dude.
but I still have peanuts. Yeah.
I say it clearly. Say clearly. You peanuts, okay? Peanuts. Pinky's allergic to peanuts.
No,
not
I'm allergic to nuts.
No,
I'm
because
allergic to
the
nuts.
way you said it, it sounded like it didn't sound like
penis?
peanuts. It's like yeah,
Penis-
yeah, it sounded like
penis.
penis. Thanks,
Why?
thanks. I
Why
bought
are you
that.
ruining
I bought
conversation?
I bought that ointment thing from Lazada. The thing you told me about the
No,
green, the
it's
snip
good,
snip.
right?
It-
It's good.
It comes with a ball bearing, right? It comes with a ball
Yes,
bearing
yeah.
at the tip. But you know what I did? You know what I know? I gave it to my mother-in-law. And so she was like, I told her, Ma, it's like pwede to sa ulo, sakit ulo. So my mother-in-law
Oh,
was like going
God.
like this. And then she
No,
touched
it's
her
gonna
eye.
drip. Oh,
She
it's gonna
touched
drip
her
and it's
eye. And she
Yeah.
was like going to the sink, going. I was like, no, tama. Sakit yung sa mata. I'm like, I felt so bad.
It's
I'm like,
Pinky's
crap. I'm
fault.
like,
It's Pinky's fault.
but it disappeared. But I thought it wasn't gonna because we were at a resort, like we
Super.
rented a house.
The thing is, Rod, do not
Wrong.
do it lying down, because if you do it lying
That
down,
thing
it's gonna
is
ooze out.
strong.
Yeah, but
It's
it's good.
strong. Like
It's good.
yeah, it's
though.
good. But I gave
It's
it to
good.
her because she's more the haplas lady than me. I'm not
Yeah.
because Raj is allergic to like efficacent and anything menthol. Raj is
Menthol.
allergic to that, so I had to get rid of it. So I gave it, but I bought it. It's like I bought it for like 200. It arrived, and it was a good product. I mean, like I could see myself like my biahilo. Like if you're on a long road trip and you're getting dizzy, you sniff
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
It could help. It could help for people with like biahilo problems, which I did. So there. All right. So, anyways, yeah, are we good? Anybody crave
All
for
right.
popcorn?
Popcorn.
Ooh, popcorn. I like popcorn. Popcorn's good. I like
Well,
all kind
Jet
of
Boy's like
foods.
craving for lumpia na walang wrapper, halo-halo na walang ice. All right.
That's that's a tall order, but okay.
Something that Jeffrey would say,
Jepoy,
yeah.
magbago ka
If,
na, ha? Tama na yan.
if it makes you
Tigilan mo na yung
happy.
bisyo.
Magbago
Yung
ka.
bisyo mo, tigilan mo na yan.
Oh my
Magbago
goodness.
ka.
Speaking of lumpia, that lumpia below our office, they had the best lumpia toge. Right? The fresh
Which one?
lumpia. Gorios.
Gorio's
Oh,
Cafe?
Gorios.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love their
Huge.
Yes.
That
lumpia
was the huge
The
toge.
fresh
lumpia.
lumpia, yeah.
The
Yeah,
huge
They
yeah.
do
lumpia.
have
Yeah,
the best fresh lumpia in
okay.
Davao.
I didn't tell you the story of Nixon at Gorio's, right? Where we were drinking coffee and we were
No?
looking at Nixon keeps looking outside the window at the SPC and Holy Cross girls. It's like chicks bye. And you know where they always buys coffee and they serve it to you hot water and then the sachet, right?
Yeah.
But they already cut the sachet. And Nixon likes to shake things all the time. So he was like looking at the window, the cooking chicks, and he kept shaking the sachet of Nescafe, the stick one. And they already cut it. And he was wearing a white shirt. And I was like, bye.
Why do we always pick on
He likes-
Nixon?
He was Nixon likes to shake things all the time. Every time you see him with a sachet or with like a whatever, he's always going like this. Like he's always looking at the girl. And all the coffee powder was like, all the coffee
Instant
powder was like
karma.
on his shirt.
Instant karma.
He even got mad at the staff for like, "Anong gigunting naman ninyo?" I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Like bite it, right? So they cut it for him and like anyway. That was a funny Nixon story. We miss Nixon, by the way. I haven't seen him in a while, so
Yes,
I miss the
yes.
guy. I miss all the
right.
radio guys.
Okay,
So,
we'll catch you guys on Thursday. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us. And thanks, Pinky, for showing up. It's been 3
Thank you,
weeks,
Pinky.
I think. It's been 3
No
weeks,
naman,
right?
grabe.
No,
Parang
I don't
2
even
weeks
know.
lang.
2 weeks lang ba? All right,
Yeah,
okay.
2 weeks lang.
I talked to Minko, and we can talk about financing again. And we
Nice,
can have
nice.
Minko
We'll have him on the
as,
show.
as the guest. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
so
cool.
we could talk about like where we left off with we were talking about money last Saturday, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden Minko joined in and he started talking about finance. All right, so this is not a scam, so we can have him and he can talk about like I don't know, like financial stuff. So I don't know, when can we have
Yeah,
him?
like
It's either
how to
do you
save
wanna-
stuff and whatever, right?
yeah, I think
how
it's
to
like investments
save,
and whatnot.
like
So
yeah.
when do we invite him? Like this weekend or next weekend? Which one's better? Like I think it's good.
on, what
Like
is it?
I already told him
I'd say this weekend. Let's get this
this
as soon
weekend.
as-
All right,
as-
okay,
as soon as
I'll
we
get in
yeah.
touch with him and see if he's okay for this Saturday. All right, okay. So so this has been the OK Show. Pinky finally showed up after being so busy for the last 2 weeks. She's probably
Sorry.
got
She's
a
making
lot
money.
of G's right now. She's making money.
She's making money.
At least she's making money,
Yes, she is.
right?
Am I though?
Uh-huh.
Good for her. Good for her. We're so pitiful, Rod. I mean, well, you're making money.
No, I
have to
said
look
let's
for
do the
minutes
toy
more.
reviews. Let's do the toy reviews, man. Come on. Lolo Gaming, any of that stuff. You know, we tried everything.
All right.
Let's keep doing it.
All right.
So
Why don't
yeah.
we? Why don't we?
Do you
We
have
should, we
enough
should.
All right,
toys
so-
to review?
We got plenty. I got plenty. I don't know
Oh,
about
you have
Ice. He's got like
children.
girl. Ice
Right,
has girl
that's true.
toys, but I'm
No, I
sure he
have,
has
like-
the cool
I've got-
toys because they're
She has
Japanese.
toys, but no. What do you like? No, I don't have cool toys. She doesn't have cool toys.
Oh,
She has, like,
I.
those
You know
toys
what's
from
really
McDonald's
cool?
and,
Like if
you know.
if your child is grown up enough to play with it, those like
Yeah.
tiny kitchen like fake food recipes. You know what I mean? Like the miniature like spaghetti sets that you
Yeah,
cook.
yeah.
That's really
I've
fun.
been stopping my wife from buying that because it's
Why
just like where we're gonna put it.
not?
No, it's just like it will take up too much space. I would
I
hate
hear-
that. Like she was
All
planning
right,
to buy that
fine.
like that kitchen whatever and with all those things.
Yeah,
like,
with
no,
the
not yet.
ingredients. Oh,
Yeah, just
man.
it will.
Those
I
look
told her
cool.
like throw out the things that you don't need now, then we can have it in. But if you're not gonna throw away stuff, then let's not bring in more stuff because I don't want it to be just cluttering inside the house. So,
All right.
but yeah,
fine.
I see what you mean because my wife
Mhm.
was just like, and Snow they
That's
were
pretty
planning.
fun.
I was the one who was like stopping it. They were like actually going to buy it. I was like, no, you pick out the things that you're gonna throw out, then we can have that. So yeah.
Stricto Howie.
Pinky.
He's so-
I am
he's
the one
so
who deals with the
mabaho.
basura here.
He's
I'm the one who's dealing with the basura. They're like, oh, where will I, like,
I
not like in the Philippines.
I
You can just
love
like
how he
throw
said
stuff outside of your
pinky.
house.
Like he's so disappointed.
So I can't, like, I
All right
have to,
then.
like,
Fine. I
anyway.
gotcha. I gotcha.
All right. So,
Okay.
all right. We'll see you guys Thursday. My name's Iceman.
All right.
Bye. I'm
Rod
Pinky.
Rodriguez.
I'm Pinky. Good night.
And Pinky. All right. So good night. We'll see you guys next time. We are
Bye.
out. Bye.
Then goes to sleep.
What?
What happened?
He goes
Why?